What's up, Hockey Talk Show fans? Here we are, live streaming Game 5 Stanley Cup Finals between the Vegas Golden Knights and your Washington Capitals. Special in-studio live streaming show here. We're going to watch the entire game. It will be a reaction show. Welcome into the program. Let me know where you guys are watching and listening from. Share this along to your friends. Let them know you're here. Aaron, what's up, man? Go Vegas. I love it. Let's bring up some of the game sound here.
This is dropped on back for a play to be made back up by Theodore. Rattled on around the glass, and it kicked back over for the
Chloe, what's up?
And it just bounced back up. Carried on now for the drop back over by Backstrom to Oshie. Fed over for Piranha. Bounced on to Niskanen. Rattled on around, and it curled back up now for Oshie. Then for Backstrom. Allowed to go, though, for the take by Piranha. Piranha dropped it around behind. Oshie.
Brian's in the house. Go Caps. Aaron wishing the Caps don't win the cup.
More work along the boards, more changes of possession.
Aaron, are you a Vegas fan, or do you just not want the Caps to win? Big difference there. Chloe, no worries. It is nice to have you. 2 shots on goal for the Caps, none for the Vegas Golden Knights. 16:15 left in the first period. We are scoreless. Welcome in everybody watching the show. Make sure you guys are giving us a thumbs up on Facebook and YouTube. We're on both Facebook and YouTube tonight. Let's see here. Smith to the slot. Vegas shoots wide. Chloe, I tell you what, go study for them final exams. Those are going to be more important to your future than watching this stream.
And then Eakin. Taken over by Eller. Follow-up, and it is...
The Hockey Talk Show, as wonderful as it is not an effective tool to getting a good education and/or a job. So go ahead and get that studying on.
And an offside pass. Play is stopped.
Oh, very active shift for Tom Wilson. To start the shift, he buries Lucas Spisa. And then a great opportunity for Vegas. There's
80, what's up, man? I like this. Vegas might win tonight, but Ovi is collecting his cup.
As you mentioned, Doc, right off the
I think the only way the Vegas Golden Knights win here is if they have a good first 10 minutes. And 5 minutes in, they have not scored a goal just yet. But I think they got to have a good first 10 minutes, but they got to play a full 20 here. Because as we saw in Game 4, they lost the game literally in the second 10 minutes of the first period. Second 10 minutes of the first period, they lost that game. The James Neal open net miss, combined with the 3 goals by the Caps late in the first period, they never recovered from that. How's the levels? Are you guys okay? You hear me okay? You hear the game okay? Game should be a little bit more in the background than me. Checking on my Facebook peeps. Hockey Talk Show, live reaction show from the studio. I love it. Hey, we don't got enough thumbs up on YouTube, guys. A lot more people watching than we have thumbs up on the vid. Make sure you guys are throwing those thumbs up on the video here. Need to get those thumbs up. Need to get those shares in. Pietro on Facebook. Go Caps. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in.
Miller came back into the game and played, but TJ Oshie's been a force physically. He's been a force athletically, and he's found a way.
TJ Oshie's been great. Oshie has been phenomenal. Will, what's up, dude? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in.
TJ Oshie hit him with an elbow or a shoulder, but clearly you saw in that replay there it was the helmet-to-helmet contact on the reverse hit, as Pierre mentioned, by Oshie on Miller.
How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's nice and healthy and happy. 14:09 left, still nothing. Vegas has had some good zone time in the cap zone.
Schmidt walking it across, let one go, and that turned aside by Holtby. It went through a screen.
Holtby's been good early on.
Back in deep, taken by Howla, trying to work his way to the front, then forced to the outside, gave it back. Drive by Theodore, snapped up and held by Holtby.
Bob saying Wilson.
No score in the game.
We said this on our last hockey talk show. Wilson, Reeves, these guys have been dominating the game. Dominating. It's amazing that the third and fourth liners are how these two teams are living and dying. You know, they're living and dying by these third and fourth lines. And the Vegas fourth line was killing it, but they have since cooled off, and that's why the Caps have been better. I will say this about the Caps. All the Caps have been chipping in. Oshie's been playing better. Oshie's been playing the way he should be playing. Oshie's in Olympic form. You've got Lars Eller stepping up, playing bigger than he is. You got Niskanen playing as great as he's played. You've got Orpik playing as great. Like that's the key. Like that's what wins championships. Are these guys giving you their all? Are you getting it from all 18 skaters? And the Caps are getting it from all 18 skaters. And on top of that, Ovechkin's taking care of his business. He's doing what he should be doing. And Kuznetsov is playing lights out. And Kuznetsov is elevating Ovechkin's game. Kuznetsov being a threat is helping Ovechkin big time. Takes a lot of the pressure off of Ovi. It's really working, and I think that's why the Knights have had a little bit of a hard time with the Caps here. AD, Vegas could come back, but as I was just thinking that they are overmatched in all facets of the game. Reality is slowly settling in for them. I think it's more like what I just said, which is all their guys are playing better than the Vegas Golden Knights right now. And I think it's a little bit of maybe not reality settling in, but more of holy cow, like this is really, really, like winning a Stanley Cup is incredibly difficult. It takes forever. Think about the last day of the National Hockey League season. I bet you can't even remember what you were doing, what you ate. It was so long ago. And now here you are, you know, in the finals of the Stanley Cup. And it's just a long process. But that being said, Vegas being in this position down 3-1, I do think that takes a bunch of pressure off of them. And Lord knows how well they play when they feel like they don't have the pressure on. That big drive from the point. I don't even know if that got through there. 13:24 left. We are still at 0-0. And Engelland goes back and touches up on an icing. JP is back. Go Caps. Rami says, go Knights, go. Guys, thumbs up on this video if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook. Hit the thumbs up on this video. Make sure you hit the share button as well. Oshie is on fire, says Brian. William, Oshie definitely stepping up. He's been huge for them. I know Vegas wants to talk about the reverse drop shoulder hit thing. That's only a small minutia of what Oshie's been doing out there on the ice. He's been on fire. You got it, Will. Devontae Smith is my favorite Caps player. Ovi is a close second. There's another guy I didn't mention, Devontae Smith-Pelly. Chipping in on the score sheet, right? He's chipping in on the score sheet. He's taking bodies. Defensively super responsible. He's been great. Jacob's back. I do remember when you said the Caps were going to win. Bold prediction. In a few years, Kuzi will be a great face of the franchise. He's completely taken any hope of Backstrom being the #1 center. Yeah, I mean, AD, you probably remember, but I'm not a big Backstrom guy. I don't like him at all. I think he was a big part of Ovi never really getting over that hump and taking that next step, whereas Kuznetsov plays at Ovechkin's, like, he hustles at Ovechkin's level. He takes the puck, he skates the puck in. He gives Ovechkin an option. He's a scoring threat. He's not just a I'm looking for Ovi kind of a player, you know. He just balances Ovi's line in a big way. And, you know, look, any young player, it's going to take him a little while to, you know, get up to that level. And he finally got there. Shadow Bolt, let's go Caps, love your channel. Thank you, Shadow Bolt, appreciate that. Make sure you're hitting the thumbs up on the vid and you're hitting that share button. Got to spread the word on the Hockey Talk Show. It's the only way we're going to grow.
And around behind, paddled on by Fleury, settled down by Backstrom though, and Backstrom able to...
It is good to see you guys all here in the room tonight. Oh, look at this. Fleury out and scrambling, and the Caps can't capitalize. Icing waved off. Theodore beaten out by Verana. Too close to call for an icing. Puck comes out to center. 12-13 left in the first.
7:50 gone. First period of play. The shots are 3 apiece. There has been more action than there have been shots placed on the net. Thrown back by Eller. Returned to him. The man from Denmark. And there are people in a theater watching in the middle of the night over there in a watch party. He's around behind trying to...
Zach, it is on NBC. Game is on NBC. That's 4 where I am. I don't know where what channel that is where you are.
Beating one that came out in front, helped away by Schmidt. To the back now, it's Juice. Juice drifting with it, shooting one, and that one flex.
Juice has been good. Kempney, we talked about Kempney on old shows. Kempney's playing lights out. Like, all their position players are playing their positions extremely well. What do you think Vegas needs to improve on for next year? Boy, not a lot. They need to keep these guys intact, and they need to keep them hungry. I don't know really how many players they need to add. What Vegas really, I'll tell you what, Vegas's #1 area they got to improve upon is stacking their cupboard with prospects. I mean, think about it. George McPhee did a hell of a good job bringing in prospects, as many as he could, and draft picks and everything like that. But, you know, they're 50 years, 100 years behind some of these other teams. You know, you got to figure a prospect, even a prospect that doesn't make it, could potentially live in your system between 4 and 7 years. So they're 4 or 5 years behind some of these other franchises. So anywhere you can improve, to me, it's just stocking that cupboard with prospects. Just getting prospects in to develop this and keep it going 3, 4, 5 years from now. That's where Vegas needs to focus in the offseason.
Tried to work it further. It all bogs down near the line. The hits in the game are 10-7 Vegas. The shots are 3-3.
Caps are hitting tonight.
Directed back in, and Niskanen retreats.
JP's a Bruins fan, rooting for the Caps. Likes to see a team that has all 4 lines playing well. I'd say give credit to both of these teams, though. Both of them are playing all 4 lines, but definitely the 4 lines for the Caps are playing better for sure. Tom thinks Vegas needs a big scoring forward. They may definitely absolutely need that, especially if Neal walks.
And he walks it further. Here's Carrier protecting around behind. Tried to feed one in front, no luck. Still sparred for.
10-11 left in the first, still no score. Puck in the Caps zone. They can't clear. Vegas throws it back down low. Puck in the corner. Belmar throws it in front, and Ovi is there.
To Ovechkin and sent across by Wilson for the play back in by Juice. And all of those guys are coming to the bench for a change.
Well, this 4th line for Vegas has been real good here early in the first period.
Richard, I'm going to answer your question because I got a lot to say on it. I'll wait for a little bit of a break in the action, maybe the next commercial break. So give me 2 or 3 minutes, and I will definitely get to your question. I love your question. I got a big theory on your question. Theodore shoots wide again. Vegas not hitting the net from out on the points.
On to the back now. It is Schmidt, but that one is cut off by Orlov. Orlov bumped into Neal. Neal able to play it to the outside. It's sent by Halla around behind, and a back pass from Tuck wouldn't work. Now it comes back to Theodore. Theodore trying to step by Oshie.
Theodore, a nice move to move down low. Nice move by Theodore. Brian predicting a 3-1 Caps win. Shadow Bolt, I got to be honest with you. I think the Caps are going to win tonight. I really do. I'll feel better about Vegas if they score first. But I just feel like I don't know if they could overcome a deficit in this game. Stay golden, Pony Boy.
Led back along to John Carlson. Right back ahead now for Eller. Headman on to Burakovsky, trying to get by. play there. Connolly around behind. Still trying to shake the checking of Spiza. Connolly there, and we get a stoppage of play and a penalty, and it's interference on Colin Miller. And the vaunted Washington power play will get the first opportunity.
All right. Let's see here. Where can you watch the game live? Try Reddit. Reddit usually has a good stream. Aaron, can't wait for the draft. Neither can I, man. We will be here doing a live stream right here on the Hockey Talk Show. Am I 2 minutes behind? Sorry about that, guys. Takes a little bit to get down to me, and if the signal's a little bit slow coming out, that's what happens. Hopefully it'll catch up a bit. Richard asks, I'm a little off topic, but what do you think about Lou Lamoriello? What do you think Lou Lamoriello will do with Ho-Sang on the island? I think that Lou Lamoriello will trade Joshua Ho-Sang. That's what I honestly think. I think that in order for Lou Lamoriello to be successful, he's got to get a big-time goaltender in here, and he's got to get a big-time goaltender in here immediately. And to do that, he needs to move some assets, and I believe those assets are both first-round draft picks and Joshua Ho-Sang. I think you can get a great quality defenseman and a really good goaltender if you move those three things, plus a couple other little pieces. I would say Michael Dal-Cole, if anybody's stupid enough to take him. Which I shouldn't say it like that. It's not that they're stupid enough to take him, but they're going to want another prospect in there just to kind of sell to the fan base. Like, look at the prospects we picked up. But I think that Joshua Ho-Sang goes. I don't think Lou is much for a showmanship type of a player. I think he likes the quiet, silent type, just like John Tavares is. And I think that Ho-Sang will draw a lot of interest. Look, you got to give up things to get things. And I think that he's one of the things that you have to give up. I wouldn't necessarily want to trade him, but I also want the team to do well. And look, and I say that knowing full well, I mean, this is just like the Phil Kessel deal. This is just like all these deals. You trade Joshua Ho-Sang, you're trading a 25-goal scorer. You know that kid is going to be good for years and years to come. You're trading to get a short-term solution. You're trading away a long-term great player. That's just the way it is. But if you want to win, if you want to convince John Tavares to stay, then you got to give up something to get something. And the way the goalie market is, how thin it is in free agency, and probably on the trade market as well. I mean, we have not heard any names of any substance being available except for maybe Grubauer. You just got to give up something. I think Ovechkin just hit the post.
Side of the net. Ovechkin has crept in further from the far side. Kuznetsov just drifting with it now. Looks toward Oshie. And holds.
Look at Kuznetsov's patience. Jesus. Carlson to drive. Oh. Backstrom missed. Skid a little wide for Ovi. Golden Knights clear. Did you see the other games of this series in Game 7 of Lightning Caps? Yep, I sure did, Matt. I've watched every single game in the last couple of rounds. Except for when they were playing the 10 o'clock games at night. Do I think Lou, the GM, will move the Islanders stadium? I don't know what that means. I don't think so. Belmont's a done deal. Belmont's happening. Do I think the Bruins will try and get a new goaltender? No. Tuukka's good. As Austin just said, Tuukka's not good, and that's from a Bruins fan. No, Tuukka's good. Tuukka's good. Tuukka's going to be just fine. Cam Ward, I wouldn't touch with a 30-foot pole.
Helps it off the high glass, and it bounced back along. Can be carried back out by Eakin. Penalty time is up. Eakin drifting with it around behind. Forced along by the reach of Niskanen. Eakin able to send it back out to center. In the midst of a change, the Golden Knights, they've killed it off.
Good move, a good, I tell you what, good kill by the Knights. They're giving themselves a chance. 6 minutes left in the first.
3-on-2 from the red line in. He never looked over his shoulder. Missed opportunity there for Vegas.
This one comes in on Holtby, scoops it over with a big wall stick to Orpik. Orpik run into there, still trying to play. Help came from Beagle. Puck came back across, and it started back ahead and forced back along, but not in from Stevenson. Then fed ahead by Belmar, gotten by Stevenson, and turned into some traffic to Smith-Pelly, and then back to Orpik. Under 5.5 to go, first period. That pass was flagged down by Schmidt, but he couldn't get far with it. And so it is thrown back along again by Theodore and taken by Marchessault. The leading shooter on his team and the leading shot attempter in the series. 81 goes around behind.
We haven't talked about the fact, because I just saw him on the ice, it reminded me that David Perron has drawn back into the lineup. So is Carrier, so no Reeves. I'm surprising, man. Reeves gave them such a good boost.
Attempt that went astray and back down. So it's guided across now to Nate Schmidt. Helps it along now for the spike back.
This is a great question coming from Shadowbolt. Who's the biggest threat for Vegas? That's been the great part about Vegas. They've been everybody. Everybody's been a threat. They haven't really been that way the last 2 games, but everybody's been a big threat for them. That's why they were so successful all year long.
Gave it on for a shot that's pad stopped by Fleury. Followed up there and tumbling down.
Richard, are there any decent starting goaltenders on the free agent market? No, there are none.
A wonderful pace to this game, and it is scoreless.
But what you're hoping that Lou can do is catch lightning in a bottle twice, because what he did acquiring Freddie Anderson for the Toronto Maple Leafs sped up their rebuild by 3 years. And you hope he can do that again. The issue is, who's going to be that guy? Is it Grubauer? You know, it could be. You just hope Grubauer's not Cam Talbot, who was spectacular behind Henrik, and then when he gets his own time, he falls apart. You need to grab a guy who you know is going to be outstanding, and there's just not many of those situations available.
Got some help there from Juice. Burakovsky to Juice, and that one sticked away by Marc-Andre Fleury. Poked right back ahead again.
Is Nate Schmidt from Vegas good? Yes. Nate Schmidt is very good. Nate Schmidt was good when he was with the Caps. There just wasn't room for him. Tatar just flubbed the puck and blew a big opportunity. Schmidt's good, one of the most underrated defensemen. If you go back to the early hockey talk shows, and we were delving into how successful Vegas was early on, I pinpointed him as one of the reasons why. One of those great puck-moving defensemen that just skates like lightning, great pass, phenomenal defenseman. I like Nate Schmidt a lot. Schmidt, Theodore, Miller, these have been the top guys for Vegas.
And there you see the big hit, Wilson on Eglin behind the plate.
Milan Lucic is getting moved. I don't know who's going to take Milan Lucic on. The game sort of passed him by. He's just not fast enough anymore. There might be somebody out there that wants him. Maybe Los Angeles. They seem to be really interested in big guys who move slowly. But I don't know. Edmonton's going to have a hard time moving that contract. Big money and not a lot of speed.
Kuznetsov tried to dish it along, and it's run down by Eakin. It's fired on around, and Perron there got it as far as center before it was reached and directed across by Kempney. John Carlson put it into the catching glove of Fleury, and he will wait.
Thanks for spreading the word, Shadowbolt. Appreciate that, man. Is he better than Carlson? Is who better than Carlson? Nate Schmidt? Nah. No, Carlson's a beast. Carlson's going to get big money free agency-wise. Big money. But the Caps got to re-sign him, man. Caps got to pull him back in. I can't imagine the Caps letting him go. I just can't imagine that happening. Is there a good one on the free agent market? Cam Ward? You mean a good goalie? No, the goalies on the free agent market stink.
The Clarity plug-in hybrid from Honda, official vehicle of the NHL.
Greetings, Sprint engineers. I have analyzed the data. These days, all networks are great.
I don't have. I'm gonna try and bring up a list.
When they could be saving with Sprint.
Don't forget, we've got the best price for unlimited.
And Sprint offers 50% off a Samsung Galaxy S9 lease. We must tell all humans.
Totally. You should find Joanne in marketing ASAP.
Joanne in marketing. Tell humans about 50% off ASAP. Switch to Sprint and get excited about the Samsung GS9 at 50% off lease.
Discover card.
Hi, I'm just looking at my account and I've got
Let's see here. I like Cam Ward a lot, but he's just not consistent. Cam Ward has been a head case the last couple of years. I don't like Cam Ward. I would not want anybody to take a flyer on Cam Ward. Let's see here. All right, from the hockey news, the top free agents, let's take a look. Let's just run down the list. Starting with number 1 is John Tavares. No surprise. Number 2, John Carlson. No surprise. Carlson's going to get big money. So is James Van Riemsdyk. Paul Stastny is number 4. Mike Green is number 5. Evander Kane has been signed. Ilya Kovalchuk is number 7. James Neal, number 8. Joe Thornton, number 9. Thornton's not going anywhere but San Jose. David Perron, number 10, could leave. Rick Nash, too old to matter, but he'll sign. He'll get $4 million from somebody. Patrick Maroon, Riley Nash, Tyler Bozak, and Michael Grabner is number 15. We still have yet to hit a goaltender. Thomas Vanek at 16. Carter Hutton at 17 is the number 1 goalie available on the free agent market, according to the Hockey News. Carter Hutton is a gamble, if anything. 32 years old and a career backup. Not impressed with Carter Hutton whatsoever. After that, you have Calvin DeHaan, who the Islanders have to re-sign, who was not happy with the 1-year deal he was given last year. And then you have Yaroslav Halak, who you're trying to get rid of. So that just gives you somewhat of an idea of where the free agent market is. After Halak, at number 19, according to the Hockey News, you have Kari Lehtinen at number 24. So the free agency market for goaltenders is bupkis. That's why if you want to get a goaltender, you have to do it via trade, and you got to be damn good. As good as Lou Lamoriello was when he went out and got Freddie Anderson, because that was the last time a great goalie trade was made. And the time before that, guess who made the trade? Lou Lamoriello, and his name was Corey Schneider. So, honestly, you really, if there's a guy that can pry a goaltender away, it's going to be Lou. But let's be honest, both Freddie and Corey were in situations where they kind of had to be moved, because he didn't give away a whole ton to get Corey Schneider. That was a midnight robbery. And Freddie Anderson, they gave away up a little bit more, but it paid off for them. Like I said, sped up their rebuild by 3 years. Burakovsky throws in front. Marc-Andre Fleury steers it away. 1:43 left. Marc-Andre Fleury's looked damn good. He's had the first period that he needs to have. Caps haven't really mounted a ton of offense on him, but they stopped the Caps power play, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
The second pitchfork move worked, and it's Engelland handing it over now.
Oh, Holtby's been lights out. Holtby's been killer. You've had damn good goaltending in this series right up until the last game, and Marc-Andre Fleury wasn't great. He didn't stink. He got hung out to dry a lot by his team.
To go. And Fleury steps out of his goal to handle. Fired around and all the way back down, and so it's no set arriving, but it winds up becoming
Kari Lehtinen and Yaroslav Halak. Choosing between Kari Lehtinen and Yaroslav Halak as your goaltender is like choosing whether or not you want to be hit by a bus or a semi-tractor trailer. Like, that's literally your choice. That is the exact same choice. You want to get hit by a bus or a tractor trailer? That's what it's like choosing between Lehtinen and Halak.
31 teams in the league. Only 2 remain. Maybe by the end of the night, 1. Or maybe it will go to Sunday. And maybe back here Wednesday. For those of you who are fans of the other 29, training camps around September 13th. And the schedule for next year within the next 2 weeks. Meanwhile, enjoy this one. And those of you who are fans of these 2 teams, enjoy the agony of watching them play and the enjoyment of it too, because your teams are alive and playing wonderful, entertaining hockey here too. It's Belmar giving it across. Engelland is shot.
Ooh, 35 seconds left. Caps and Ovi the other way, right through the neutral zone quick. Kuznetsov around the back of the net. He coughs it up. Here comes Vegas the other way. They go for a change. 21 seconds. Holtby pushes aside a weak shot. Caps back in. Give it up.
Dragged on now by Stevenson. Reaching for it is Beagle. Taking it, though, is Schmidt. Giving it back on to Eakin. Eakin tried to fight it on through. Turned back the other way by Stevenson and retrieved by Theodore. And that's it for one. Coming up on the Lexus Intermission Report.
All right, that is it for the first period. Cup tonight, Trotz on Monday, bro. Let's go Islanders, says Brian. Could very well be. Could very well be. We haven't gotten into all the coaching candidates that are available for the New York Islanders, but I will say this. Out of the professional coaches that are available, we named them Dave Tippett, right? Alain Vigneault, and the third is Barry Trotz. Those are Lou Lamoriello's top 3 options for NHL coaches that are out there and available. He could want to go the college route. That's been popular this year. He could want to go into the A and pick somebody up. Scott Stevens is most likely going to join the staff in some way, shape, or form, although I hope as an assistant and not a head coach. I don't believe he's ready. I don't think Lou wants to take a first-year coach into his first year rebuilding this or, modifying this team. But the reason why Lou hasn't started the coaching search already or, named a coach already is because he's waiting for Barry Trotz to be available. He is waiting to discuss Barry Trotz's level of interest in taking over the Islanders. And why not? If you have a job to fill and you know that one of the possible candidates is going to be available in a couple days, you're going to wait a couple days. That's just all there is to it. Caps have completely shut down March or so. So true, man. So true. I don't know if Perron is overrated. He may be a little bit. Maybe. He played really well at the beginning of the season. He slowly declined and has not been great in the playoffs. And he's been a scratch a couple times, too. So, but AD, great point on March or so. Caps have really shut him down. And shutting him down has shut down that entire March or so, Smith, and Carlson line for sure. For sure. Thumbs up on the vid, guys. Make sure you guys are sharing. We got a lot more people watching than we got thumbs up on the video. So watching YouTube videos without hitting a thumbs up if you're enjoying it for this long is literally like stealing. If you have questions, let's get it going in both the Facebook and YouTube chats. No calls tonight. Keep Gomez on the power play. Fire Gomez. Not impressed with Scott Gomez whatsoever. I would wipe out Doug Waite's entire staff, sans Greg Cronin. AD, yes, let's talk about this. This is a good topic. I highly doubt Trotz will leave after winning a cup. It would be a steal for the Islanders, though. That's a great topic. Does Barry Trotz leave? I was talking with my wife about this just a couple of minutes ago before the start here. And she was like, why on earth would he leave? I go, he doesn't have a deal. Remember, he got caught mouthing to John Tortorella, I'm done, I'm out of here. After that series wrapped up. So, he could be pissed that he doesn't have an offer. He could just not want to work with McClellan. I don't know. He could literally win the cup and leave. It's happened before. Not a lot, but it's happened before. But again, it's not out of the realm of possibility that after winning a cup, your emotion changes. McClellan may be like, look, I wanted to bring my own guy in, but you seem to have the pulse of the guys, So maybe they do come to an agreement. Look, winning a cup is a big emotional thing. It could be what they need to get that contract done if both parties want to do it. Let's see. Bettman's on the post-game show here. The intermission show.
Believe that this would be a great market, not unlike Nashville where PK plays, and the fan support here, corporate support has been incredible. We never worried about the success of the team off the ice. On the ice, the goal was to make them competitive. and I guess we were successful.
Yeah, well done.
A lot of people didn't see that coming because I think the team was tagged unfairly right from the start. You know, people talking about these are like the forgettable players of the National Hockey League, but I think when you look at all the sports leagues, basketball, football, it takes a vision to grow the NHL, to grow the game. And Gary, when did Vegas become a part of that vision? I mean, like, this is amazing, right? And not very often do people give you your credit, but how did you see this coming?
Actually, one of the people in my public relations department showed me a quote from 2006 when we talked about the fact that the first team to get to Vegas, first league, would be successful. But you know, these players, and you know this as well as anyone, play with emotion. And the combination of every night somebody was playing against the team that let them go, and in the wake of the tragedy of October 1st, this city and this team really bound together, and I think on some level, particularly emotionally, the players were playing for a higher purpose.
Casey, I'm going to answer your question in a second.
Well, my brother being a part of it, I can attest to that. Everything Gary just said, he's bang on.
So you've been in Montreal, you've been in Nashville, you see this. What's it like playing in different kinds of markets?
Unbelievable. I remember the night after the game that we played here. You know, we weren't successful here, but I had to send out a tweet. I had to share it with my fans, for people who missed the game, you know, that how amazing the atmosphere was. It was like nothing I'd seen before. The drums, the in-game entertainment was unbelievable.
They've got the atmosphere, and they're certainly a lot more competitive than you imagine. They're here in the Stanley Cup final. A lot of fan bases out, though. They're long-suffering. They're saying too much, too fast. You respond to them?
You know what? What our competitive balance shows, anything is possible. Colorado improves by 47 points this year, goes from last in the league, makes the playoffs. The Devils, last in the East, makes the playoffs. If you're passionate about your team, you've got hope for every season.
One of those long-suffering franchise, Washington Capitals. 44 years, now they're here in the final. Alexander Ovechkin gets over the hump, gets into the final. What does it mean for the NHL?
And look at the fan base in Washington and how the city has come together. You showed the picture of the gathering outside for the viewing party. We've had a great playoffs, and it's been incredibly exciting, and it's been great for the fans.
We're going to show more of that scene coming up. Gary, thanks so much for joining us here. We're getting set for the second.
Boy, Gary makes some really great points, though, doesn't he? AD, man, I couldn't agree with you more, AD. I was about to say the same thing. AD, I'm going to tell you this right now. You could host a hockey show, my friend. You could definitely host a hockey show. AD goes, Subban would make a great commentator. I'm going to take it one step further than that. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think Subban would make a great commentator. AD goes, hold on, sorry. I think Subban would make a great commentator. I think Subban one day is going to run Canada. I'm not even lying to you. I think that this kid has the ability to literally. I'm sitting here. I'm watching him earlier handle himself in the pregame. I see the way he handles himself on social media. I see the initiatives he does, donating to the Children's Hospital, literally building that Children's Hospital in Montreal. And I go, this kid can be the president of the United States. Like, that's how much charisma and intelligence he has. And then I remembered that he was Canadian, and I was like, oh, all right. Well, maybe he'll take over for Justin Trudeau one day. That's my feeling on PK Subban. I think he is one of the bright personalities of this game, and I think he can go on to do anything he wants. He could be a color commentator. He could be a coach. He could be a general manager, president of a team, anything. He could literally do anything he wants. Casey asks, and I love this question because I hate it so much. I love the question because I hate it. Guys, welcome into the Hockey Talk Show. If you're new to our channel, we talk hockey 5 days a week. Questions, comments, call-ins, writing in the comments section. However we do it, we pick a topic on the day and we run with it. Actually, we end up covering all the day's news in the National Hockey League. We're doing live streams here because it's the Stanley Cup final. Next stop for us is going to be the draft, free agency, and we're going to be doing multiple shows a week. This is not like your regular podcast that you have to wait one, right? You got to wait once a week for that team podcast that somebody you like does, right? You can't really, your local radio station's not really talking enough hockey. That's why the Hockey Talk Show is here. Give you a place to talk hockey live. So if you're even checking us out, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell to get notifications on YouTube because we're going to be doing a lot come draft time. Casey's question, what's the possibility of a sign and trade with John Tavares and with who? Possibilities? Zero. Zero possibilities. John Tavares, I've said this from the first day, and again, you guys who have been with me for a long time, you know, I love Darren Dreger. I love Pierre Maguire. I love Bob McKenzie. I have a great respect for those guys. Again, we don't break news on the Hockey Talk Show. We talk about hockey. We leave the news breaking for those guys. Those guys are the best of the biz. But this invention of John Tavares could be a sign and trade. Never. Never in a kabillion years. Never before Lou got here. Absolutely super never after Lou was here. John Tavares does not get involved with a sign and trade. Absolutely no way, no how. It just doesn't happen. It's impossible. It's an impossibility. And again, I forget if it was Pierre LeBrun or Darren Dreger. I forget who invented this incredible heaping pile of shit of a stupid rumor. But that is exactly what it is. It does not happen. Not now, not ever. No way. No way. Doesn't happen. It wasn't happening before the deadline. It wasn't happening after the season is over. The first time John Tavares gets a chance to talk with anybody else is 5 days before he becomes a free agent. And even then, you can only gauge interest. You can't necessarily sign a deal, even though a lot of people have their minds made up, despite the fact of what the actual rules are. So you're talking about the window of possibility to actually make that happen less than 5 days. And with zero appeal for the New York Islanders, just so John can get an extra year and you could reap back what in return? A 4th-round draft pick? You might as well just let him walk and try your ass off to sign him down to the very last second. He just does not get... There is no sign and trade for John Tavares. No way, no how. It never happens. And I like the guys like, oh, maybe this could happen or maybe that could happen. I like playing the hypothetical game, but that was a hypothetical that got taken way out of control. And it's just there's nothing based in reality about it. So awesome question. But just so you know, it is absolutely never, ever, 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 ever going to happen. Just not in the realm of possibility. And for all the reasons I just said. And mostly because you just don't do it. You take till 11:59 on July 1st to give him an offer. It's just the way it works. You let him. It's better, honestly, it's better to just let him walk if that's what he's going to do. Let's see here. What's Vancouver going to do? Hopefully figure out how to get a hockey team on the ice, because I don't know what they got a lot of help. They need a lot of help. Maybe Subban can replace Don Cherry in the future. That's a possibility. I could see that. He doesn't talk as crazy. Who I think could replace Don Cherry is McLean. What's his name? Doug McLean. I see Doug McLean as taking over for Don Cherry. He's got that wacky, telling old stories. You need somebody to be completely nutty. Subban's a good personality, but it's possible. Hockey Night in Canada, Don Cherry, National Treasures. So I can totally see that. But I don't see... the sky's the limit for Subban for me. He could be Prime Minister. President? What do you guys have in there in Canada? Prime Minister, I think. Prime Minister Trudeau? No, that doesn't sound right. Nah, I don't really care. Let's see here. Poor Vancouver. They get Besser back and some draft picks, though. Yeah, Vancouver... Look, I'm not convinced on their goaltending. I love Besser and I love Bo Horvat, and my love for that team really kind of ends there. Need a little bit of help on D. Figure out their goaltending situation. I'm not sold on their tandem. I think Vancouver's in for a little bit of a build, and I think everybody should give them their time to do that. Need to give them their time to do that. But by the way, that being said, building around Besser and Horvat, damn good start. Damn good start. Eddie never misses a beat. JT is a Maple Leaf on July 1st. Why do you have a Boston? I just noticed this, Eddie. You changed your logo to not Boston, Buffalo Sabres logo. As a diehard Maple Leafs fan, what's up with that? Who saw the pregame warm-up fight between Ovi and Fleury? Excellent, Shadowbolt. Let's talk about that for a second. Did you guys see that? First, a couple games ago, we had the water bottle thing. Ovi squirted his water, and then Fleury made sure to cover it up with his water, which I loved that beyond belief. And then this game, you had Fleury on the red line on his side, just kind of getting his little stretch on, you know, looking around. Ovi comes up, gives him a light little pad tap. Fleury doesn't like it, goes and skates after him on the Caps side, but Ovi was so far, even close to his own blue line at that point, that Fleury didn't want to reach too far. But he came back around again, you know, in a couple of minutes, and he gave Ovi a big slash. So not a lot of love between those two. Interesting to see that kind of pregame mind game going on. Aaron says JT to Pittsburgh. I know that was a possibility and a rumor for a little while. I just don't see it. They got to move Brassard. They got to do a couple things there. I don't know about that. Lucas, we don't show the game because of copyright restrictions. Sorry. I hope Kyle Dubas doesn't even think about signing Tavares. Would give away way too much to get him. Our blue line is more important. AD, absolutely. Need that blue line up there. You don't need a forward. You got the lethal three. Marner, Nylander, and Matthews. Build around that, man. That is going to be just as dangerous, or just slightly under as dangerous as Crosby, Malkin, and Kessel. So I'd go with that. And again, you didn't have to give up anything to get him. You drafted all three players. The Toronto Maple Leafs are the big winners. Big winners there. Let's see here. Somebody asked if we're on Instagram. We are at Hockey Talk Show. We are at Hockey Talk Show everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And, of course, hockeytalkshow.com. Let's see here. Garrett, Cowboy from Kansas. Howdy to you, my friend. Glad I found this channel. Garrett, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell to get notifications for when we go live, because that's the deal with the Hockey Talk Show. There is no schedule other than we talk hockey every single day at some point, and we're on whenever there's huge breaking news. Whenever there's big news, doesn't matter if it's July 31st or August 10th or October 25th. Bam. News breaks, Hockey Talk Show goes on. That's the beauty of the Hockey Talk Show. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure you pass it along to your friends. HockeyTalkShow.com to make your life easier. Let's see here. I just want a new era of bench clearing brawls starting next season, says Eddie. Phil Kessel is getting traded. I don't know about that. I want to give Phil Kessel a pass because he was hurt. People don't really realize that. He was hurt in the playoffs. That's why he kind of stunk a little bit. I don't know. I honestly thought John had a better shot at going to San Jose, and that's not going to happen now that they signed Evander Kane. I still think that Vegas is a possibility for John Tavares. I really do. They need a first-line center. If Neil goes, you'll have Carlson slide down to the second-line center and Tavares up at the top. Good market in Vegas. Gives John a little bit of everything he has here on Long Island. We talked about the similarities between Vegas and Long Island. Outside of legalized gambling and prostitution, they're both very similar. About 2.5 million people. Good bit of entertainment, good bit of city life, good mix of suburb life. Great restaurants. You know, I mean, they have a lot of similarities. A lot of similarities. You're not next to the #1 market in the country, but, you know, Vegas is still a pretty big media market there. So we got to start of the second period here. Some good hits right off the bat. Good hits right off the bat. So Vegas has the money. George McPhee was with the Islanders organization prior to getting hired by Vegas. I just think it's a good. I think it's a good fit for John Tavares. I really, really do. Especially if James Neal leaves. Which, again, we talked about Barry Trotz for a little bit here. I can't see Barry Trotz walking away from a Stanley Cup champion. I mean, even if Vegas loses this game tonight and loses the cup, I can't see James Neal leaving unless, you know, there's personal reasons or whatever, and he really just wants to leave or he wants to play somewhere else. Penalty upcoming. Man, Oshie's drawing penalties, man. Oshie just drew a trip on Theodore.
Oshie was going for the puck. Instead, he got his skates. Oshie goes down.
Eddie, I went with the Buffalo Sabres logo because my mom didn't like the Iron Maiden logo. Yeah, but dude, how come the Toronto logo didn't factor into this? Where was the, when you had to switch the logo, where was the Toronto Maple Leafs logo in the line of consideration? Clearly after the Buffalo Sabres. I can't believe the Sharks signed Kane to that contract. You know what? They found a good fit, and they wanted to keep it going. I get it. It's not necessarily the type of player I want to sign, but, you know, whatever his demons were and his issues with other teammates elsewhere, it seemed to be non-existent in San Jose, so good for them. I hope they find a way to make it work. Again, I think it's the right move. It's just not something that I probably would have done. But it's hard to get that scoring, and we all know that San Jose has gone really, really cold in the scoring department in the past. So, because I'm an ashamed Leafs fan, there you go. How much do you think Vegas is going to give Karlsson? 6 to 7 million, dude. 9 to 10. 9 to 10 million, and that's the other thing that can keep Tavares out of Vegas is if they go all in on Karlsson, which, as we learned well after the draft. Oh, nice save by Marc-Andre Fleury. Minute left in the penalty. 18:44 in the period. Still nothing. Nice save by Fleury on Kuznetsov. What we learned after the trade deadline was Vegas had a deal in place for Erik Karlsson, and it fell through at the last minute, and that's why they went out and got Tatar. But I think that they're going to be all in on Karlsson come the draft.
Power play with a couple of real good looks.
Puck dropped unfairly, and the Capital will be chased out. Gerard Gallant told us before the game that it is not on Fleury. It is a matter of sealing up some areas and forcing him not to have to go from his left to his right so quickly and having to sprawl out and make 2 or 3 saves in one sequence. This comes on back now for John Karlsson. Bedded on across, got it back and fired, and that one was kicked wide. Played around.
Fleury's had some good positioning. Fleury's had some really good positioning in this game so far. Really impressed with his play. He looks dialed in. Could be good for Vegas, man. Could be good for Vegas. If Vegas can kill 2 penalties off in a row, that's good momentum.
Played to the outside and given back. Ovechkin a drive, and that one is blocked off there by Bellemare. Handed on across, and it's Eller. Half a minute to go, power play. It's elevated across and nicely spiked away by Nosek. Nosek run into by Connolly. Played back further, but not out. Now gotten by Nosek across and then lifted back down.
Oh, what a great game for Nosek so far. Maybe the best player on the ice in the first period for Vegas, and then a huge shot block.
2 shots on goal on this power play for the Capitals. Dealt back in the last 10. Around it comes now for Niskanen. Niskanen poked it around behind. Smith-Pelly rocked a bit there by Nate Schmidt. It's popped back on by Spiza. Penalty time is up. Out of the box, Theodore.
2 kills in a row.
Came over for Jay Beagle, able to turn it off Smith-Pelly and around now to Stevenson. Fed one along, hoping to get it to Beagle, but it came back to him. Now sent around behind and away from the reach of Beagle. Beagle tried to catch up to it, and it's taken by Smith-Pelly. Smith-Pelly threw one across the net, mouth wide. Then across now for Orlov. Oh, and that one was blocked right on goal by Smith-Pelly and stopped by Fleury. Back to center ice, grabbed off by Niskanen, and he backhands it in. The best game of the series for Marc-Andre Fleury in goal. 12 Capital shots, and he's gotten them all, and some very artistically. This one is directed back in. Juice goes back for it. Dueling there with Riley Smith. And we get a stoppage of play, and a penalty is coming up here. And what have we? The signal is a high stick. Mark Joinette will take someone off. It is Christian Juice, and so a power play now comes up to the Vegas Golden Knights.
Looking for the puck and didn't get the stick. Watch this play. You mentioned, Doc, Devontae Smith-Pelly, the redirect, and Fleury kicking out the right pad. And then Nosek with a tremendous block there. Good stick on that backdoor play by Carlson.
Not the only depth player getting big. Watch Pierre-Edouard Bellemare against Alexander Ovechkin. And then how about this one? Gets it stick in the lane against John Carlson.
Let's see here. Fleury is a beast. What a save. Fleury is dialed in tonight. Vegas doing a great job of blocking shots tonight. That will make it difficult for the Caps to win. Totally agree. Matthews has already changed. Same agency as McDavid. You know, I got upset about that because I saw the headlines like Matthews changes agencies, and I was like, holy cow, this is not good. You know? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not taking calls tonight because we got the game streaming. I don't have my phone system in. What was I going to say? But you can throw comments in Facebook and YouTube. Where was I going with? Oh, yeah, anyway, the headlines were like, oh, Matthews changed his agency. I was like, holy cow. But if you read that article closely, his agent switched agencies. So he's just stuck with his agent. So really nothing changed. If you fire your agent or you fire your agency and you switch, that's a big deal. But if your agent leaves and you go with him, to me, that's a non-story. That was just the Canadian outlets trying to drum up some clicks and shares and stuff. Let me see here. Who's leaning for who? Yeah, guys, throw it in the comments. Let me know who you're rooting for in the comments. Vegas or Caps. I want to see how many Vegas and Caps fans we got. Also, make sure you guys are hitting the thumbs up on this video and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on future actual hockey talk shows and not live reaction shows. This would be a live reaction show. Let's see here. Caps from D-Tom. A guy with no purpose. Great name. Going for the Knights. Eddie's rooting for the Sabres. At least you won't be disappointed, Eddie. Penalty killed by the Caps. 14:41 left in the second period. Again, guys, I appreciate the call-ins, but we're just not taking calls tonight.
Now a steal by Backstrom. Backstrom lobbed it around the boards, pinching back in and taking the hit. Niskanen forced by Oshie, kicked across by Perron. Oshie has dropped back defensively. Taken on now by Carrier. Carrier pivots and throws one along that is flagged by Backstrom and played on a cross. A turnover there. Backstrom jabbing at it through a lot of traffic. Turned back out by Brunna and forced back in where it is stopped by Holtby.
What a hit by Will Carrier on Matt Niskanen. He's still not right. He's trying to get off.
Directed back by Backstrom and then played back ahead by Cody Eakin. Rattled on around Perron. Checked off by Wilson. Given on over to England. Moving on in.
Ooh, Derek England missing.
England's had 3 good chances in this game.
Here's Verona moving up the
Verana's on a breakaway. Oh! Oh, no. Oh. Caps up 1-0.
Area of the ice that was
Not good if you're a Knights fan.
You got to take this chance. Misses the net.
Oh, England misses wide.
Defense.
Wide and high.
Quick exit, all that open ice. Here comes Vrana. And he goes top shelf.
Oh, did Verona needle that thread? Holy cow.
And he just finishes.
Dear Jesus.
Boy, England gets it.
Hey, look, that shot, it don't get prettier than that wrist shot right there. Look at Ovi. Look at how happy Ovi is.
You know, Vrana's got to break away from the red line in.
They're showing the crowd in D.C.
where they're watching outside. And they have seen their team go ahead. 44 years.
I got to be honest with you, man. Remember, we talked about this. We talked about this in the first round, how the Caps just have a look of determination about them. They're just different this year. We're seeing it big time through this series with Vegas.
Played in some traffic by Braden McNabb. Kempney fired it around. Jammed on a cross, and it ricocheted there. Popped back in for Marchessault.
Little different looking line here for the Capitals. Smith-Pelly out there with Kuznetsov and Ovechkin.
Welcome in, guys. I'm glad you guys are streaming with us here live on the Hockey Talk Show YouTube and Facebook channels. You can get more info on the show at hockeytalkshow.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Hockey Talk Show. We usually do call in and comment in shows live 3 to 4, 5 times a week. During the season, we were doing 5 a week. Slowed down a little bit here in the playoffs as we've had some days off from action, but we've been on talking about any news when it breaks, especially the Lou Lamoriello stuff this week. Check out our channel, man, on YouTube and Facebook. We got a lot of great shows to go back on. Also, we have our podcast on Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, and Spotify, so you can follow along if you want to listen to the show and not have to look at this face. After we did the live shows on Facebook and YouTube, nice opportunity for Vegas in front. Holloway another shot, but there's 4 Caps in front to block the puck. We do the live shows on Facebook and YouTube live, and then the podcast of that show goes up shortly thereafter. We have 3 times the amount of people watching this channel right now that have hit the like button on this video. It is super important for us, so make sure you guys hit the thumbs up on this video on YouTube and Facebook. So please hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying the hockey talk and you like watching the game with us. Thumbs up on this one, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell notification. It's super important because when we go live at various times, you'll get notified. You'll get a text, you'll get an email, whatever you prefer. You'll get notified, and bam, you're in with us and you're talking hockey. That's going to be super important, by the way, that you hit that bell during free agency, because whenever a free agent signs or whenever news breaks, boom, we turn on and we go. And if you don't have notifications set for when we go live, you didn't hit that bell, you're not going to find out. And then you're going to miss a Hockey Talk Show, and that's depressing. That is honestly depressing. I don't know about this Ant-Man series. I didn't see Ant-Man 1. Anybody see Ant-Man 1? I missed that. I like Paul Rudd, too. I like superhero movies. Caps up 1-0, Vegas fans. What do you guys think about that? I don't have a great feeling. I do not have a great feeling about the Caps being up 1-0. JPG says Ant-Man is good. I'm going to take your word for it. I never saw the first one. I also have 2 kids. One's about to be 3, one's about to be 1, so don't really get all those... don't really get much of an opportunity to get out there and enjoy the movie theaters as much as I used to. Don't forget, for those of you guys watching on YouTube, you could also check us out on Facebook. Like our page there. We do a lot of regular posts as well as videos. So just so you don't miss the posts, you can do that. Also, we're on Twitter, at Hockey Talk Show on Twitter and Instagram as well.
And this is a guy that missed part of one game, a good part of it.
Our Facebook is Hockey Talk Show. We're at Hockey Talk Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can get links at hockeytalkshow.com. 12 minutes left. Caps up 1-0.
Orpik takes care of his man. Meanwhile, it's sent on by Juice, trying to escape as Burakovsky. Fed back on and unable to get by his Connolly. Tatar Turner. Next Red Wing lost that to Burakovsky. Give it on back now, and it's Juice nicely stepping by.
Juice with a nice move. Look at the move to the front. Fleury with a big save. Loose in front. Colin Miller clears it out. Woo!
Miller able to accelerate ahead and gain the zone. Miller just drifting through one back that is cut off by Burakovsky and lifted along but not out. Nice keep there by Riley Smith, but then it's chopped right back along by Connolly and down, and no icing.
A great patience by Christian Juice to create that chance, and a better stop by Fleury.
Marchessault, then Smith, then along for Smith from William Karlsson. Smith gave it back on. A shot by Smith would not work. Stepping to it is Verana. Verana dished it right in front of his own net, and Niskanen is able to fly one out that Smith knifes down at center. Chased off by Backstrom, who came up with it. Backstrom turning now and dropping it back in. It's Verana through the legs, trying to work it for Oshie. Oshie doubles back and tries to outrule Smith, but cannot do it. Smith, the leading hitter on his team, got this one back ahead now for William Karlsson, who popped it back in, hoping for Marchessault. Off his stick, it comes on back to Theodore. Sent it around behind, and William Karlsson got it on now to Marchessault. Trying to dodge the lean of Niskanen. It's given back on now to Smith. Smith, a shot. He's got it!
Vegas ties it, and we got a 1-1 game. How about that? Not keeping Marchessault off the scoring sheet tonight. Now we got a game. Benjamin, welcome in on Facebook. Second period, 10:20 left. Don't bring bad juju. You can. My wife just entered the studio. You could all blame her. She was downstairs. As soon as she came upstairs to the studio here, Vegas got on the scoring sheet. So Caps fans, you can send your bad vibes to her. Oh, that hit Marchessault? Hit him in his skate. Let's see. Oh, that hit Niskanen. That looked like it hit Marchessault and Niskanen. Oh, we got a penalty here coming to Vegas. Can't be giving up too many of these power plays to the Caps. This is good for Vegas. The fact Aaron wants you to stay in the studio. Yeah, he wants Vegas to win. That's funny. Not only do you have to stay exactly where you're standing. Don't move. You can't sit down. You have to stand for the rest of the game right there. No, Liz is not on. I haven't seen Liz. She should come on so we could break the news. Tell the world what's going on. Text her. Let her know. No, 9:30? She's not working. Is she working still? This guy's name is... Oh, no, that's an I. Okay. This guy's name is I Swallow KUM. And he writes in, you don't even know how to live stream a game. I don't. Can you help me out? Ovechkin scores. Oh, baby. The grade 8's not having it tonight. Holy cow. Holy cow. Wait, I Swallow. You got to... type in, tell me how to do it. I need some help. I don't know how to live stream. Yeah. Yeah. He goes, I almost got you. Jesus, that was a hell of a pass. Oh, I tell you what, Fleury got there. But just too much power from Ovechkin. It bounces off Fleury's pad and his side and goes in. Damn. 2-1 Caps. Big move from Ovi. Mr. Never getting a cup, right? Everybody's talking trash about Ovi. He's not as good as Crosby. He never won a cup. He's not this. He's not that. Expert Pro just got here. What's going on? We're watching the game together, man. Throw the game on. Throw some comments our way. Joel, what's up? Welcome in. Rob's in. How's everybody doing? Make sure you guys are hitting the thumbs up on this video. Make sure you guys are subscribing on our YouTube and Facebook channels.
side, and we're trying to do the same.
Now we're here.
Boy, I tell you, that was a hell of a pass, too, to Ovechkin. That was a sweet, sweet little thread. The Caps have done really well with their cross-ice passes. Got to give Backstrom credit on that one, man. That guy can thread a pass. Sidney Crosby is way better, and he has 3 rings. No, he is. But I'm talking about people have been talking trash about Ovechkin since Crosby got ring 1. Forever talking about how awful that, Ovi can't win. Ovi's not this. Ovi's not that. Ovi's doing just fine right now, isn't he? I see you waited till match point to get on the air. We've been on the air since the start of the show. Since the start of the game, I mean. Russian collusion. Let's see here. I don't. And by the way, let me clarify. Crosby is better, but Ovechkin's like dynamite. And Ovechkin's a better goal scorer than Crosby is. Crosby's a better overall player. Face-offs, he's a centerman, passes better, all that stuff. He's one more, no doubt about it. But out of pure goal scorers, there's no better than Ovechkin, man. No better.
There's a lot of options there. How do you manage the emotions of your team right now up 2-1 in this game? We're pretty calm.
Yeah, you
right
can
now. We've been calm all day, so
clearly you're not affecting the game too much if the Caps just scored.
They know what they want. Thanks, Coach. Right.
You're not the good luck charm for Vegas that we thought.
Throw it back in again is Aula. In for this is Neal. Shouldered there by Orlov. Turning with it is Backstrom. Backstrom floats one.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Joel. Match point. Yeah, you know what? We had some studio issues. And then, honestly, I had a couple of projects at work that were just dragging. So I was able to watch the games, but we couldn't do broadcasts. But yes, good point. We're here for the important game tonight where they can give the cup out. And I'm going to try and be here for the rest of the series if Vegas winds up winning this one. So, yes, good point. Sorry, Joel. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. Big Golden Knights fan. Just wanted to say, though, Caps will win. Ovechkin will retire after sports are fixed. It's like when Peyton won with the Broncos and retired. Ovechkin's not going to retire after this year. Always give it to the older player about to retire, calling it now. I assume if Ovi wins the cup, the media will claim Trump Ovechkin collusion. Ouch. Joel says performance issues. Sounds like Vegas. Ouch. That's hurtful.
It's the pro game. Body contact allowed. Dump back in by Burakovsky. Stop behind by Fleury. Let back ahead for the carry-on by Eakin. And he flies one that is ladled down to the goal stick of Holtby and then centered in front.
Oh, Tatar and Perron almost.
And then it is Smith-Pelly trying to clear once and it failed. Eakin gave it across. Miller with a shot.
Miller deflection in front. Nice score. And they're going to count it with a player in the crease. Holy cow. Oh, we got a good game tonight, man. We got a good game tonight, boy. Holy cow. Thumbs up on the vid, guys, if you're liking this back and forth action. Let's see what happened here in front. Perron gets shoved in. That's going to be a good goal, man. That's a good goal. I like how Juice is battling with Perron, shoves him in the net, and then goes to the referee, what the hell, as soon as the puck goes in. That's a good goal, man. I would definitely challenge this if I were the Caps, but it's still a good goal. You challenge it because you gotta flip a coin. What the hell? You gotta take the gamble.
Let's see.
They should know. They're gonna challenge?
Washington has elected to challenge the play.
Oh, here we go.
Eddie, I don't know if this will matter, but watch David Perron skate. He's being pushed by Juice. Yes, he's in the crease.
Could be the game.
Watch 57 and green. He's going to go
Let's
behind.
see.
Nothing wrong there. Nothing wrong there. Nothing wrong there. What does the skate do right there?
Nah, Pierre's talking about his skate. No, he's getting knocked down when his skate makes contact with him.
Watch the skate. Not yet. Keep going.
Let me see.
In there.
He's falling down when it happens. Give me a break. That's a goal.
He's pushing him back on his heels of his skates.
That's a goal.
Your skates are going to come out. I think this is a good goal.
That's a good goal.
I think this is two guys battling for position. And again, it looks way different in slow.
You don't want it to happen. Don't push the guy into your own friggin' net. That's a good goal.
And you see Holtby palms up.
This ain't gonna be challenged long. Rob, what's up, dude? Welcome in on Facebook, brother.
So the interference caused by Juice is, from what I saw, this should be a good goal.
Let's listen.
After the coach's challenge, it's been determined that there is no goaltender interference. Therefore, all makes sense. We have a goal.
We got a 2-2 game, baby. Ellipse on YouTube. What's up? Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube or Facebook.
From Detroit, he scored a huge goal in Game 2 against Winnipeg, and he just got the second goal of this game in Game 5.
Big goal. Big goal. 2-2. Coach's challenge against Vegas. And it's a good goal. 2-2 game. Copyright is right, Ellipse. That's the exact reason why we can't show the game. Copyright.
Back and forth we go, Doc. A steal, and it's held in a shot. Oh, and that one
Ooh.
going wide.
6:51 left in the second. 2-2 game. Here comes Tatar and Vegas the other way. Oh, big shot just above the net.
Was Holtby, and it got the glass. My goodness. Now it's Theodore in front. Right on
Ooh. Nice little save there by Holtby.
It's held by Holtby.
Boy, that puck did not miss by much. By Tatar trying to go
Rob
short.
didn't get the notification on Facebook? Dude, make sure you subscribe on YouTube.
Braden Holtby.
I think YouTube is a little bit better than Facebook at that kind of stuff.
Got the glass, and I was wrong.
Subscribe over up on YouTube. That'll help.
Left-handed shot, Doc, coming down those right wing boards. And high fives.
Eddie, thanks for helping out getting people to stream. I mean, it's on NBC. Everybody should be able to get it.
And the crowd is into it.
If you pay for any sort of TV, you should be able to have, I mean, everybody should be able to get NBC. I mean, unless you're in Canada, but it's on what? It's on CBC, right?
Second period, 2-2.
Garrett's got the right idea. These guys are all so awesome. Forget all the other sports. Dude, I watched some of the NBA Finals last night. How boring was that game? It stunk. Golden State's going to run away with this series. Oh, look at Wilson's pissed. Golden State's going to run away with this series. It's the least interesting series ever. Aaron's watching on Facebook, rooting for Vegas. Guys, we have 5 times the amount of people watching this on YouTube right now than we have likes on this vid. Hit the thumbs up. Don't steal. You're stealing content if you don't hit a thumbs up on a vid, man. Especially one that you guys are all enjoying. And make sure you subscribe to our channel because we do live call-ins and talk and comment in shows. Just hockey talk, man. Free agency, trade rumors coming up, the draft's coming up. We're going to be doing live shows right here in the Hockey Talk Show studio. So make sure you guys subscribe and hit that bell to get notifications. This way you don't miss out when the show goes live. Picked up a bunch of likes right there, a bunch of thumbs up. Keep that going. Keep those thumbs up going. Come on, we got a 4-4. We got a 4-goal game. Oh, what a save by Holtby, 5:51. We got a 4-goal game here, 2-2, back and forth. These guys are battling it out. Hit the thumbs up for the Caps and the Golden Knights. Daniel, love the draft. Yeah, man, welcome in. Good to see you, brother. We are definitely going to do round 1 of the draft for sure. That's on Friday night. I'm going to do my best to be on for as long as we can, rounds 2 through 7. I'm going to be honest with you. We may not last the whole time, but we'll definitely be there for round 2 and maybe 3. I don't know if we could do the whole 5 rounds on Saturday. Games on in CBC in Canada. Eddie, thanks for helping out in the chat, man. Appreciate that as always. Yeah, CBC you don't have to pay for in Canada, right? Just like NBC here. I like that you guys are all catching up with each other. I love that. Oh, Jackie's in Mexico. Can't find the series. That sucks. I don't know. Jackie, are you on vacation or do you live there? If you're on vacation, shame on you for taking a vacation during the Stanley Cup Finals. I would have never allowed that. That would not happen in my household. I don't know. Try Reddit. Reddit always seems to be really good about streams, about the bootleg streams. So Eddie says if you don't subscribe to the Hockey Talk Show, you will break out in a horrible rash. Better believe it. You throw the puck at the net. All right, Joshua, let's see here. It should be 2-0 Caps. Vegas is getting lucky. First goal was a ricochet off a Caps player. Second goal was a BS call. No, the second call was a good call, Josh. 100% interference they've been calling. Love taps. Josh, I agree with you there. The calls have been awful and very inconsistent, but I thought it was good. They were battling in front. A little interference in there. Daniel writes in, I subbed and still got the rash. You didn't get it from us then. Just I don't know who you're hanging out with. That's something else, Dan. I want to see Carlson come alive a little bit here. Merp Mania, great name. I am really not rooting for anybody, to be honest with you. I was kind of pulling for Vegas the whole way, but I love Ovi. My wife loves Barry Trotz. She's got a thing for short, stubby guys. So whatever my wife wants, I tend to want to. Whatever makes her happy makes me happy. I do think that the Caps are going to win. I really do. I just have that feeling. Although I will say there's a ton of fight in Vegas. I wouldn't be surprised if we're looking at a game 6 here. Let's see. Great to hear Eddie O back. Yeah, I love Eddie O. I don't know if I ever told the story. I think I might have told the story in a past show, but I'll have to do it again. The time that Eddie O screamed at me when I was working for the Islanders. Like, screamed at me. Actually, I was just an intern. I think I was an intern. It was before I got hired. He screamed at me in front of a hallway full of people. Christopher, welcome in, man. Got your shout out. Let me know what you want to talk about. Throw some comments my way. We actually had a good little mini hockey talk show in the intermission. Got into some good questions and answers there. We'll do that again in the second intermission, although I'll be honest with you. I may have to take a little bit of a potty break. This is starting to catch up with me. Talking to Eller. And the linesman says it was his fault. He screwed up the face-off. I think the Caps are going to win tonight. I mean, I'm impressed with Vegas's fight. I'm glad that they have. But I don't know. I just feel like the Caps are going to get a win tonight. Chris, I hope you're subscribed to the channel, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you find out when we go live.
It all starts July 1st live from Chicagoland.
I know I've been a while, but new to chat. Yelled at me on Twitter. Who yelled at you on Twitter? Chris thinks the Caps will win too. There you go. Yeah, I'll tell you what else is impressive for the Golden Knights too. They answered back relatively quickly. Every time the Caps score, they didn't let 3, 4, 5 minutes go by until they were able to grab one back there. So Humanity Unchained, hoping that Ovechkin gets that cup. I do too. I don't know if you could be a hardcore hockey fan and not be kind of rooting for Ovi to get that cup. Think about all the joy Ovi's brought over the years with all the amazing moves and dekes and goals and everything else. How could you not be pulling for him a little bit? I mean, I love the Cinderella story of Vegas. Again, I feel a little bit more pride for them because I called them very, very early on to go very deep in the playoffs. So I'm super excited that they've done well. Only makes me look like a smarter hockey person than I actually am. But that being said, I mean, the Ovi story, the Barry Trotz story, there's a lot of good there. Oh! Oh my God, Stevenson had a wide open net and put it off the post. Sweet Jesus. Makes you flash back to Neil's post in Game 4. You don't get over some things like that sometimes. Carlson with a big shot. Again, Fleury still looks good. Fleury's had good position all game long.
Deals it back along, and it's Stevenson turning with it. Stevenson handed it on. Kempney with it there. Trying to escape. Can't do it yet. Beagle turning. Throws one in.
Kempney wanted a penalty there, and he had a case for that. That was a bit of a hold.
Brought back ahead now by Eakin, and he is able to hand it on back now for Engelland. Played further and held to the outside by Marchessault. Knocked off his stick. Beagle trying to play, and then it's carried back.
Eric, my cable just went out. Like the Sopranos ending? That's how this is supposed to be. Good wife. She's laughing at all the bad jokes.
A wheeling move, and lots of it with speed. Back to play this now.
Rob, Eddie O yelled at you on Twitter? That's awesome. I can't believe we have similar stories of getting yelled at by Eddie O. That's amazing. You've got to tell me that story.
Then Orlov holds. A little over 2:20 to go. This one comes across. William Karlsson.
Oh, Carlson got tripped, and we got a penalty here. Vegas to the power play.
And we get the call coming now with 2:14 to go.
Uh-oh.
It's a trip and a power play to the Golden Knights.
All right, let's see here. Humanity Unchained, thanks for the live show, brother. Got all the Marines here watching. Humanity Unchained, are you a Marine? Where are you guys watching from? Can you say? Don't say if you're like in a super secret location or something like that. Don't trust me with secrets.
Off the post and off the skate of Fleury. And then John Carlson's shot deflected by Theodore. That's how he broke his stick. And then a tremendous save again. Second, third chance opportunities. And then Alexander Ovechkin, here's that whip around shot on his forehand.
Yes, sir. North Carolina. No kidding. Well, Humanity Unchained, thank you for your service. And please pass along my thanks to everybody else. As somebody who enjoys the absolute all heck out of all the freedoms that you guys provide, I owe you a lot more than just a thanks. So thank you guys. I really, really do appreciate it. Noah has him and his whole team watching. Noah, I like that you're watching, but you're not getting the thanks that I just gave the Marines. They're in North Carolina. Your dad was stationed down there, right? Yeah, my wife's father was stationed down there. My father was stationed in Brooklyn. Totally different scene. Totally different scene. I thank my dad for the service. He didn't give as much as the Marines, though. But he did have to put up with me, which was tough. My wife can attest that that is not easy. They're all rooting for the Caps. Yeah, man. I think the Caps are going to pull it out tonight, especially if they can kill this penalty right here. 45 seconds left. And just under a minute now in the period.
No breakaway pass working for Marchessault, so again they recoil at center. It's elevated across to Tuck from Theodore and back between the two of them again. Tuck at the line gives on to Marchessault. Marchessault to right. Save made by...
Ooh, good save by Holtby. 35 left in the period. 19 in the power play. Big save by Holtby. Big rebound. Score from Riley Smith. Woo! Woo! Oh, we got a little bit of a fight. Oh, Carlson going. Who's down on the bottom of that mix? Tuck is on top of somebody. Oh, Brooks Orpik. Man, he's been good. Physical and good all series. Well, these guys are going for it right now. Carlson's in there. Orpik's in there. Tuck is in there.
Undoubtedly, there will be more coming out of all of this. But the Golden Knights have broken the tie, and now for the first time of the night have the lead.
Yeah, Carlson and Tuck want it at each other. Now remember, Vegas has an extra player on the ice.
Vegas scored, yep. Vegas is up 3-2.
We're short-handed. What a pass from
28 seconds left in the second. This is the Vegas we've seen all season. They are coming now. They are just moving and skating, going to the net. Riley Smith. That's two now from this Smith, Carlson, and Marchessault line. They're definitely back. That's a good sign for Vegas. Mert Mania subbed. Way to go, my man. Chris, I will donate $30 if you shout me out. You don't have to donate money yet, man. You get your shout out, Chris. Make sure you share. Make sure you share our show. Get some of your friends to subscribe along. I don't know. I'm afraid to ask that question anymore. Eric, great point. Let's see if the Caps answer as quick as Vegas. Let's see. Let's see if they can. Zach, I am just watching this off of NBC, man. Got the NBC app.
You got to force a goaltender to make a save. Second chance opportunity. Tuck distributes the puck.
Throw the puck at the net. Go to the front of the net. Basic hockey, man. Basic hockey.
Trying to force the play through legs, through sticks. Sometimes less is more.
Me and the other Marines are going to the Capitol to celebrate with the Caps. We got a big crowd going up there outside of Capital One Arena right now. Got to get a couple of goals in this game. By the way, let me just say, a lot of thanks in the room right now for the Marines. I like seeing that. You guys are class acts in this room.
He's coming on the right part of your screen, right? It's not on the tape. What does he do? He double kicks it. Off his left skate, off his right skate, right to the stick, into the back.
Eddie O with a good point, Eddie O. Double kick.
Especially when you have somebody draped all over you. It looks easy in slow motion, but in real speed, that's a heck of a play by Riley Smith.
All right, we got to get some more thumbs up on here, guys. We got double the amount of people watching that we have thumbs up on the vid, so make sure you guys hit the thumbs up on YouTube if you guys are watching. And again, make sure you guys are subscribed to our channel because we're going to be doing a ton of shows coming up. Draft, free agency, trade rumors, And there's going to be some, by the way, there's going to be some trades this year. The free agent market is just not great enough. There are going to be some deals.
And so it will be 4 against 4 to finish off the period.
Rob says, last year Eddie-O yelled at you. Ranger playoff game still blocked on NHL on NBC. And then he said, thank you, Marines. There you go. Class act, Rob.
And maybe because it occurred during a stoppage of play, where there will not be a shorthand situation. So that's it. It's full strength action. And ahead now with it is Oshie in the last 22 of the period. Blown back off the shelf, sparred for there. Nudge back ahead for the carry on by Tatar.
Things are getting really chippy. Good point, AD. Big shot and a good save by Holtby. And look at this. A little bit more extracurricular activity. This is going to be a nasty third period, man. This is going to be a nasty third period.
Taking the cross zone feed. He wasted no time at all. What a response by Braden Holtby. Yeah, Tatar put it right in the wheelhouse. Perron receives it, tries to go top shelf, and as you mentioned, Doc, right into the glove hand. That is a big-time stop there from Braden Holtby.
Ooh, that was a good shot from Perron. That might have gone bar down if it got past Holtby.
A goal up on the board. And when you don't have it, how do you stop it when it's coming at you? And then what do you do to get it back on your side? Yes, with only 10.2 seconds remaining.
10.2 seconds. Guys, make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. Get more info on the Hockey Talk Show at hockeytalkshow.com. On Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Hockey Talk Show.
Circles in the offensive zone during that last skirmish, so the faceoff comes outside.
In the first 4 games.
And make sure you guys are getting notifications on Facebook or YouTube so that you know when we go live.
2-on-1s, 3-on-2s.
We're going to do our next show is going to be the next game. If not, Monday we'll be back. And next week we are definitely going to start in with the draft preparation shows. So if you guys are into the draft, you want to see what's going on there, we'll be talking about the draft for sure. Trades, free agency, that is all coming up. All right, I'm going to step away for just 1 second. And we'll be back and we'll take some questions. We'll talk some hockey. Throw some questions in the chat right now. You want me to answer anything? You got any questions? You got stuff that you're wondering about? Start loading up the questions and we'll start answering them.
Etc. You're watching the Stanley Cup Final presented by Geico.
Growing up, I didn't have anyone who looked like me. That's why I started my blog, to inspire people to be themselves. The Surface laptop has already made me more productive. I'm creating mood boards, I'm editing content, or I'm running around New York with a huge bouquet of balloons. So having a light laptop, it's a game changer. Plus, the battery life on the Surface lives forever. My blog is sometimes about fashion, sometimes about sprinkles. It's usually always about color. Find what makes you different, because that sets you apart from everyone else.
They say I'm a nice guy. But what they don't know is that I have a darker side. A badder side. A side you don't want to be on the wrong side.
Hey, honey. Did you remember to get the milk?
So as I was saying, I can be merciless. Infinity, empower the drive.
You can do and you can say anything you want. Live your life and I'll live mine any way I want. Anything you want. And I want. Make it what you want.
AT&T gives you more for your thing. You're getting serious thing. That moving out of the friend zone, moving in together, and getting two of everything thing. Those fur babies preparing you for real babies thing. That one for me, one for you, us together for the rest of forever thing. Buy one iPhone 8 and get one iPhone 8 on us. More for your thing. That's our thing. Visit att.com.
For those restless spirits, and for those who thirst for more, Coors Light is colder, cleaner, and crisper. To refresh you for what's next, Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
L-E-M-C-R-O-H-U-L-L
M-E-S-S-G-R-E-T-Z-K-Y F-E-D
O-U-R-K-E-I-T-O
R-O-Y-Z
B-R-O-R-R.
Bobby Orr in that Stanley Cup commercial there. Feeling damn happy that his agency just picked up Austin Matthews. Big get. Big get. Rob, I would love to see that Twitter exchange. Did you screen cap that thing? Because I would love to watch that. All right, we're back. I actually, you know what? PK Subban is so good. Like, he makes me want to watch the intermission report.
I mean, what a game. A second period is exactly what we wanted to see. It's what everybody expected to see.
Look at PK's suit, too. Guy's got style.
Big saves. It's a physical game. Tons of energy in the building.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see.
He's rocking like this bluish gray suit, white shirt, same color vest,
call it effort and getting some
jet
breaks,
black tie, and a jet black hanky. But he's got this squared off. It looks really. Guy's got style. Game is in Washington. I guess I can tell the Eddie O story now. Joe, welcome in. What's up?
Coaches say it all the time. Put pucks on the net, good things happen. Here we see a little bit of skill, a little bit of dexterity. Holtby, no ability here. He's out of the net. Riley Smith finishes it off, 3-2.
Smith gets the goal. Alexander Ovechkin was actually in the penalty box for that moment, but he's really been everywhere on the ice, PK. How would you describe him here this evening?
Well, you know what? This is what it's all about. This is what the playoffs is all about. Big games, big players got to step up and have big performances. Alex Ovechkin, one of the best players in the game. Here he takes off, ability, puck skills. He doesn't let the play go. He finishes it off. Verana in on the breakaway, top corner.
That Verana shot on the breakaway was killer.
Ovechkin, you know I love the emotion. You know I love the emotion, Kenny. Here it comes. He's galloping. He looks like the horse that won the Kentucky Derby a few weeks ago. He's on his game. He finishes.
Game is in Vegas. Did I say Washington?
This is it.
No, I can't remember if I said Washington or Vegas. Game is in Vegas.
How would you defend him at this point?
You can't. How can you defend that? He's galloping out there. I mean, all you try to do is stay in front of him. But when a player, brings that type of emotion, that type of skill, and brings it all together in a big game like this, it's very tough to control. You just try to contain the guy.
Justify looking for the Triple Crown. You have Alexander Ovechkin looking for the Stanley Cup.
Right.
You look ahead and see what?
There's a lot of work to be done. Vegas cannot let up. They have to continue to push. They've done a very good job in this game of getting pucks to the net. Early on, they weren't. They were missing the net with their chances. Now they're getting them there and catching some good breaks in front. But you earn your breaks if they keep driving that, which they're going to have to because the Caps will be coming.
Golden Knights, they have been doubted from the start. Here in the final, they are down 3-1, but they are not going away. We'll look ahead to the third period when we return right after this.
Look at this. Merp is graduating on Monday. Merp, I say this with every bit of my soul and being. Enjoy the next 4 days, my friend. Enjoy the next 4 days as much as you can. Sleep as little as possible. Go out and do anything. I don't even know what you're into. Partying, paintball, the library, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, go enjoy the hell out of it. Oh. Never mind. He's graduating from elementary school. I thought he was graduating from, college. Merp, get good rest, eat your veggies, and stay in school, man. Forget everything I just said. And definitely don't do drugs. Definitely don't do drugs. telling this kid to go out and do paintball and party. I mean, he can go to parties. I went to parties at 13. They weren't good parties. A lot of Sprite and pretzels parties, but still. You know, actually, graduating 8th grade was fun because we got to pick what high schools we went to. A lot of people don't really do that, though, do they? They just go. They go to the one that they're like, yeah, like their district or whatever. See, that was what was different about growing up in Queens. We got to pick high schools. We had to go to a different place. I don't know how some of these kids do that, like 7th grade through 12th grade. That's miserable. At the same school, yeah, a lot of people do that. Like there's, like the middle school and the high school are together. Is it? That's miserable. 5 years in the same, like for me, there's like a reason why that break is there. So you can get the hell away from some of the people you can't stand and get acclimated to new people you can't stand. But still, that's better. Huh? I don't know. I don't know what they do in Canada. I'm not sure what they do in Canada as far as school goes, but I can bet anything it's better than here. Middle school is where the parties start getting good. Yeah. Middle school is going to be hard. Oh, no. Merp, how old are you? I don't know what he's graduating from now. Elementary school? Oh, so he's going, so like, what is that, 6th grade? Yeah, you know, yeah, that's not good. That is not good. See, this is a polar opposite from the radio show. Because there I got a lot of 50 and 60-year-olds. And the occasional kid. Well, Merp, I think you're going into maybe one of the best times in your life. Actually, it was my best time. I excelled in 7th grade. That was my year. Everything was downhill after that. Rob, I was K through 6th and 7 through 12. Ugh, upstate. That sounds, did that suck? That sounds like it sucks. 7 through 12. Because, like, freshman year was hard enough in 9th. Like, 9th is hard enough. Going to the new school and getting acclimated. I can't imagine having to deal with that pressure. So 9th grade is not a freshman. Is 7th grade a freshman? They don't use those terms at all? What kind of a world do we live in? You know, we got Marines watching that put their life on the line. For what? So people can't use freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior? That's disrespectful. He said the place, but yes, that was it. I didn't pronounce it because there was an L, a J, and a U. I wasn't going near it. I knew better than to insult them by mispronouncing that. What did you say? No, see, I'm not, I can't commit to saying it. D-Tom, 7th grade changed for me. He put a laughing face, a cigarette, and then a beer. 7th grade. That's early. How old are you in the 7th grade? Not even a teenager yet, right? Whew. D-Tom got some experience in early. Joel, I hated kindergarten. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. I hated kindergarten too. Yeah, right? There's no naps in kindergarten. Also, I was really late to learn how to tie my shoes, and I was embarrassed about that as a young child. I never learned how to do it right. Yeah, well, there was like the loop in the bunny ears, and the loop and the rabbit goes through the hole, and I don't know. I literally looked at my teacher and go, "Have you seen Velcro? Why are we even wasting time on this?" She didn't like that answer. And now I wear slip-on sneakers. So who was right about that, Miss D. Simone? Suck it, loser. Yeah, I am lazy. It's just still, I'm sorry. There's better options out there than laces, and that maintains to be true all these years later. Hey, we're in the intermission though. There's not really much to talk about hockey-wise. Now we're all and everybody seems to be more willing to share their school stories. No, I don't think I'm the oldest person on here. I have no way of knowing that. I'm just telling myself that. Just like I psych myself up every day to leave the house. Rob, it sucked except senior chicks. Yeah, but okay. But did anybody even have a chance at a senior? If you're a 7th grader, you don't have a shot at the senior chicks. Oh, the guy who did Home Alone? Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you said 16 Candles, his name went right out of my head. He was the director in the 80s. He was the only director anybody knew besides Coppola, Scorsese, and Spielberg. Velcro, man, that's what I'm talking about. Eric suggests we start a new channel called Middle School Talk Show. John Hughes. Yeah, I know. John Hughes did Home Alone. That was one of his last ones. We're going to rebrand the Hockey Talk Show, the Middle School Talk Show. I think we got something here. Braden, I am going into 6th grade too. Oh, man. We really got to watch what we say on this channel now. At my district, you start middle school in 6th and high school starts in 9th. Yeah, well, that's pretty standard. But is it all in the same building, though? Game's coming back in a couple minutes. They're almost done. Something that not a lot of people know, I think intermission during a regular season game is 15 minutes. During the playoffs, it's 18 minutes. No, I said that incorrectly. Intermissions during regular season games are 15 minutes. National broadcasts, playoffs are 18 minutes. That always screwed us up when we were working for the team. Because you always had like you were always in like your... Yeah, you did Uncle Buck too. You were always like in your stride, and then you realize, oh my God, I have an extra 3 minutes. Because we used to have to run around the arena when I was working for the Islanders. I didn't get to tell my Eddie O story. It's not as interesting as this middle school talk, though. Bruins 120, Vegas in 4. Oh, wait. Bruins, make sure you subscribe. We need humor on this channel. Lord knows I'm not supplying enough of it. Joe, here, 9th was freshman year. One of the best times. No, I didn't like freshman year. It was okay. Sophomore year was good. Sophomore year, I really came into my own. And then junior year was okay. I'm still hoping to hit puberty at some point. My brother was a junior, so let's just say a lot of parties. Yeah, you know, we had that. Whoever had older siblings grew up way faster because they were throwing parties at the house. That's true. Joel, better than my daughter. She's turning 4 and still hasn't figured out the toilet or toilet paper. I hear that, Joel. We're about to get into the potty training, and I am not looking forward to that. Looks like we're almost back to game time here. I didn't hate kindergarten, says Joe. The teacher hated me. She didn't understand. I couldn't drink white milk, but I could drink chocolate milk. Stupid teacher. Priscilla, PK looks sharp tonight. I can't see him as a future NBC commentator. Looks great with Lindsey Vonn, too. We were just talking about this earlier, Priscilla, how great he's dressed. And I said that PK can do anything. He can go and be a commentator. He could be a coach. He could be a general manager. He looks slick. But I'm telling you, I think he can be... What do they have in Canada? Prime Minister? Is Justin Trudeau the Prime Minister? I think he could be the Prime Minister of Canada. I'm not even going to lie to you. I think that he is such a charismatic, classy person and kind-hearted. I mean, look up PK Subban. He literally is building a children's hospital in Montreal. They traded him, and he's still building. He still loves that community. I really, honestly, for the love of God, think that PK Subban can run Canada one day. At my district, you go to one elementary school for preschool through first, and then another second through fifth, then middle school and high school. I had health class last week. My parents did that. ? Yeah, man. I am going to ban this free adult dating site before Merp gets a look at that. Let's get rid of that. True. All right, here we go. Third period. Can Vegas hold on to it?
This year are the Golden Knights. Fought free by Oshie, handed across now to Carlson. And Carlson able to...
Rob, run around it. I was not a seat filler. I was in the media relations department, damn it. Oh, Nosek with a nice little shot. Holtby looking good early on in the third.
Is Oshie. The Caps still trying to get a change here, and then a good hit by McNabb on Kuznetsov.
Beautiful hit.
Saw in game 2 where Kuznetsov didn't finish the game.
Aim ahead to Marchessault. Then it is Wilson tripped up on the play, and carrying it ahead is Kuznetsov. Trying to dance free, goes to the corner with McNabb. Bear hugs him to the glass. Ovechkin able to keep it to the outside, and then Wilson pivots. Wilson got it to the back. Orlov drifting. Orlov a shot, and that one was snuffed out there by Marchessault. Laid back across to William Karlsson, gains the zone. Got it across to Marchessault.
Oh, Marchessault with a bad shot. They had a real opportunity there, Vegas. 3-2 Caps the other way. Nice drag from Ovechkin. Great shot. Holy cow, that was a great play from Ovi. I cannot wait to see that replay. That was a great toe drag from Ovi.
Down to the ice went Orlov from his knees, trying to make a play with Perron, and reversing through traffic. Niskanen gave it up though. A shot by Miller, kicked out again by Holtby. The goaltender.
Holtby aggressive up top of his crease there.
2.5 minutes of period 3. Eller brings it on, drops it to Connolly. Connolly checked down from behind by Tatar, and along with it now is Eller. Then Connolly in close quarters. Tried to dish it to Eller. It's Burakovsky. A shot is held by Fleury.
Nice shot by Burakovsky. Nice save by Fleury. I got to see this Ovi play again.
Colin Miller just loads it up. He can shoot her over 100 miles an hour. And then at the other end of the ice, watch Alexander Ovechkin to Lars Eller. And what a response, Eddie, by Marc-Andre.
Toe drag behind his back. Kicks the puck up between his legs.
McNabb hard.
Oh, McNabb with a great hit on Kuznetsov.
Tomas Nosek
Look at the amount of highlights in that. Look at this. We're a minute and a half in. Look at the amount of highlights they just showed. Damn it, this is a great series. This has really been a great series and a great game. They just showed 7 highlights for a 3-minute span of hockey right off the break. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
One by Beagle to the back, and a shot ricocheted loose and trying to carry it off the boards on the bounce, but failing to get to it. Smith-Pelly carried ahead now by Haula. Button hooks back and lays it back in. Tucked there, jostled to the boards by Orpik. Beagle there, couldn't come up with it. Still trying to battle. Orpik goes riding in heavily, and along it comes now for Juice. Lost it there, and Neal with a combination play in front that would not go. Bounced on back now, and Schmidt. That one ricocheted off Smith-Pelly.
Boy, Tuck.
And popped out of play.
Sorry, Doc. Tuck tried to bank that in off of Braden Holtby after a real good forecheck. Neal to Tuck, and it goes off the side of the net. He wasn't at an angle to put it in directly, but Tuck just trying to bank it in off the goaltender. Got all net with that quick forecheck. Haula, Neal's support, and then Tuck looking for an opportunity.
Great Top, welcome in on Facebook. Man, I'm so nervous. You should be.
Good cancellation there by...
Who's more nervous right now, Caps fans, though, or Vegas fans? I think Vegas fans. I'm more nervous with a 1-goal lead than I am down 1.
Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard return to star in the next chapter of one of the most exciting movies in history. Don't miss the movie event of the summer. See Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in theaters June 22nd.
All right, again, in the YouTube chat room, we got double the amount of people watching than we have likes. Make sure you guys are hitting the thumbs up on this video. Watching this YouTube channel without hitting the thumbs up is like stealing.
Carlson had Smith breaking, but a cancellation there defensively by Niskanen.
And again, guys, make sure you subscribe for when we do our regularly scheduled hockey talk shows. Got a lot of busy shows coming up, talking about trade rumors. We're going to be talking about the draft. Going to be talking about free agency. Lou Lamoriello, what's he doing with the Isles? New direction for the Carolina Hurricanes. Where does Pittsburgh go from here? Chicago Blackhawks, Rocky Wirtz talking about I'm going to make changes next year if the Blackhawks aren't on schedule to start the season. A lot of drama building up in the NHL. We're going to be talking about all of it. Make sure you subscribe on our YouTube channel and hit that bell to get notifications so that when we go live, when news breaks, you'll be with us right here to talk about it. Merp, next vid is either going to be next show is going to either be tomorrow. It depends on what happens in this game. Tomorrow, or we could be doing another live reaction show for Game 6. Max Domi to the Pens. Yeah, where does Arizona go from here, too? Nice stop by Fleury. Joe, you forget. Can't wait for June 20th, the GM meetings to see what happens with Seattle. Yep. But it's Seattle's coming. I mean, it'll be exciting to actually see it come to fruition, but believe me, Seattle's getting a team.
No scoring in the third, but eventful action. Brought back ahead by Burakovsky and feathered on through and tumbling down to the ice. And
penalty
against the Golden Knights is Eller.
That's going to be on Tatar.
Oh, great top. I've been waiting since 1992 when the Skins won the Super Bowl for a winner in D.C. Oh, man. D.C. has been without a championship for a long, long time, man. Don't worry, great top. I think the Caps got this one.
In the series, outstanding response. Kempney did a good job of waiting for Belmar to slide out of position, and the battle in front of the net. You go to the front of the net, yeah, you're going to take a stick, take a shot, take a glove. If you want to create some havoc and score goals, you got to get to that area.
Could be the penalty kill of the year for the Golden Knights. 1 for 3 on the power play. Ovechkin was the guy.
Power play for the Caps. Let's see what they could do here. Vegas clears out. Caps regroup in the neutral zone.
The same 5 are out there in this bit of drama for the Capitals. Riley Smith, William Karlsson are the forwards killing. Braden McNabb, Derek Engelland, and back. Kuznetsov able to weave his way along.
No, Seattle's going to come in as an expansion team. They're not. Nobody's moving.
Then Karlsson, then side of the net, Kuznetsov.
Oh, Kuznetsov tried to get that cross crease pass going again. Couldn't get it through.
Kuznetsov takes it. Very deliberately weaving his way along. Kuznetsov holds now. Karlsson again across. Ovechkin. Save made by
Oh, Fleury was ready for the Ovechkin drive. Ready for that Ovechkin drive. Yeah, Seattle's coming expansion-wise. That's going to be the next announcement. They're going to expand to Seattle. We did a bunch of videos on Seattle. If you guys want to go back and watch them and check them out, definitely do so. All right, we got a lot more. Look, we have more than double the people watching this video right now than have hit the thumbs up on this video. Guys, hit the thumbs up on this video. And make sure you guys subscribe to our channel. Obviously, you're checking this out because you like hockey. Normally here on the Hockey Talk Show, we do see the little thing here. We do call-ins. You can comment in. You can tweet us questions. We do questions and answer. We don't break news. We talk hockey. That's all we do. I'm a former employee of the New York Islanders. I worked for the National Hockey League for several seasons before leaving to get into radio. And I host a radio show here on Long Island now. This is my home studio, and we talk hockey on the Hockey Talk Show 5 times a week. And we do these reaction shows sometimes when there's a big game going on, especially in the playoffs, especially when the Stanley Cup is up for grabs. So that's what we're doing here. Coming up on the show over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking about the draft. We're going to be doing a live reaction show while the draft is going on. So if you love hockey, but you want somebody to talk hockey with, welcome aboard. Breakaway for Bellemare. Ovechkin on the back check. Nice move. 15 seconds left on the power play. So, yeah, we're going to be covering trade rumors. We're going to be covering free agent moves, the draft, Seattle getting announced. Thanks, Joe, for reminding me of that. Trades, all that and so much more. And here's the thing with the Hockey Talk Show. Shot wide by the Caps. Penalty's over. Fleury doesn't know where it is. Goes on his back. Gets a save. Some rough stuff after the whistle. Here's the key. Don't just subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit that bell to get notifications. Don't just like our page on Facebook. Make sure you're following us and you're getting notifications because we'll go live whenever there's some breaking news. There's a trade. Boom. We turn the channel on. There's a free agent signing. Boom. We turn the channel on. There's a big breaking news with something. Whoosh. We turn the channel on. I just wanted to prove that we don't always boom. Sometimes we whoosh. So make sure you guys are subscribed on Facebook or YouTube. And make sure you're getting our notifications by hitting that bell or following us on Facebook. HockeyTalkShow.com has all of our links. We do the live show here on Facebook and YouTube, and then the show goes up on a podcast. You can listen and subscribe on Spotify, the TuneIn Radio app, iTunes, or Stitcher. Who's the hottest hockey kid coming out in 2018? Rasmus Dahlin, Swedish defenseman. He'll be going to the Buffalo Sabres for sure, who will pick number 1. Number 2 through 5 is going to be the interesting choices there. And one of Keith Tkachuk's kids is in that little group. So we'll see what happens there. Eric Lee wants to know, will the Coyotes always be bad? Yes. Yes. I wish I could say no to that, but I don't really want to lie. All right, no. I could lie to you. No. They're always going to be bad. Sorry. Arizona getting a 3rd jersey on June 22nd. Yes. Thank you, Joe. Joe, gold star for being a co-host for you, my friend. The National Hockey League is introducing third jerseys into the league again. We've compiled a whole bunch of information. We're going to focus one whole entire show on the third jerseys that are coming. There are some rumors out there. As soon as there are some leaks, we'll have them right here on the Hockey Talk Show. We do love talking jerseys as well as trade rumors and everything else. Great back check from Ovi. Ovi's had a good game. Ovi's had a damn good game. This coming from Humanity Unchained. Check out Quinn Preston from Trenton, Michigan, going to Ohio State next year. Next hockey phenom. There you go. You heard it here first from Humanity Unchained. We briefly touched on this on the last show about the Carolina Hurricanes. Their third jersey might have something to do with the Hartford Whalers. Tom Dundon, who just bought the Carolina Hurricanes and cleaned house, getting rid of Ron Francis, is a big, big fan of the old Hartford Whalers logo, which I still maintain is the best hockey logo that ever existed. That is the best hockey logo that ever existed.
What's on the card there, man?
Well, if necessary, Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final presented by Geico will be back in D.C. Sunday night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, right here on NBC. And a pregame coverage begins at 6 p.m. Eastern with NHL Live over on NBCSN.
This 2-day thing in between games sucks.
Game 6, Sunday night.
Cody Eakin has been one of the best face-off men on whatever team he has played for back through history. And off this face-off, he is able to see this tapped along, possessed by
Wilson with a nice hit on Spiza.
It is Spiza lobbing one that goes all the way back where John Carlson is patrolling.
11 minutes left. Vegas
A little over 11 minutes
still with a 1-goal lead.
If nothing changes, it will be a Game 6, as Eddie indicated, at the date and time and site that he indicated. Angle and flips, glove down by Wilson. Wilson around behind with it, dropped it off for Kuznetsov, and that one jammed along for Wilson again, just getting back the helmetless referee McCauley, and here's Kempney.
Oh, Kempney with a big drive. Had a clear path to the net.
They try to clear it out, can't do it. Here's Ovechkin.
Ovi, slot to Kuznetsov. Fleury's moving good. Fleury is moving good. Side to side. Getting good angles, man. Getting good angles.
Right now, you go to the front of the net. It's open season.
Rob, I want a Shanny Whalers jersey. Gordon Fisherman returns. I wish. I still love the Fisherman jersey. Still love the Fisherman jersey. Actually, I heard a really great rumor about the Islanders' third jersey, but we'll save that for the third jersey show.
You can't get fancy at this time of the game. Jonathan Marchessault tries to make a fancy play against Michael Kempney. That leads to the turnover and eventually the chance. And
Eddie V, if Vegas loses tonight, I'm going to lay in bed in the fetal position all day tomorrow, weeping and eating Fig Newtons. I got to be honest with you. Regardless of how this game ends, that's how I plan on spending my Friday.
And they say offside.
Well, we got almost 10 minutes to go here in the game. Let's take a look at our Honda heroes. Alexander Ovechkin, Marc-Andre Fleury. What do heroes do? They taunt one another. You see Fleury didn't like it. Goes back, whacks away at Ovechkin. See Ovechkin smiling. Ovechkin smiles there too. Puts his team up 2-1. And then Marc-Andre Fleury, he's doing a little smiling right there, preserving a 1-goal lead for his team. This has been a spectacular showdown against those two stars.
Joe liked the Fisherman jersey too, see? Oh! Caps tie it. 3-3. Oh, great top. 3-3. Devontae Smith-Pelly. We talked about him up at the top of the show here. He's been great. He's one of those guys that has been great for the Caps. Look at this rebound. Beautiful. Beautiful.
He beats Marc-Andre Fleury.
Orpik just throwing pucks to the net.
What a play.
And that was a trip, too. That could have been a penalty.
And yes, threes are wild here in the third period.
Look at this.
Game 5 of the Stanley Cup final.
Holy cow.
Game-winning goal in
Look at Smith Pelly. He didn't even look at the net. He didn't even look at the net.
He took that one off his skate to his stick.
Just threw, look, didn't even look, just threw it there. Oh,
It's all tied up.
great feel. Great feel. That's hockey feel right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Eric agrees the fisherman jersey was great. I'm telling you, more and more people are saying that, and it's such a relief to me. I say this all the time, but I literally did an interview with somebody once who was doing a study on the fisherman jersey and the fact that more people actually do like it. It's just the old fogey Islander fans that hated it, that were dominant at the time 20 years ago. You know, they're the ones who set the mood for that jersey. But honestly, I think more people like it now than before. It was funny because Johnny Boychuk designed a hat this year. Cal Clutterbuck? I think it was Clutterbuck and Boychuk designed hats this year for the team. And Boychuk designed a gray fisherman logo hat, which was really, honestly, the concept, the idea behind it was really sweet. When I actually finally saw it in person, I didn't like how it came out, but I liked that he used the fisherman logo. I thought that was killer. I missed the Bruins-Whalers rivalry. Got that right. Riley Collins. Hey. What's up, Riley? Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, man. Hope you guys are getting all subscribed up here so you don't miss the Hockey Talk Show action. Got a lot of great shows coming up. Humanity Unchained. This is a great game. Holy crap. My buddy from Michigan just signed to Falls this year. Tony Calderon. Humanity Unchained is throwing some names around that could be big in a couple of years. I love it. Riley, remember me? Nope. Jog my memory. Let's see. Maury on Facebook. Who's winning? Tied game 3-3. Man, I just spilled a little beer. Just a little bit. Was it the designer? Was who the designer? Ooh, good keep by Orpik. That's onside. I asked you what you did and stuff like that 3 weeks ago or something. Oh, yeah. I actually think I do remember Riley, actually. Look at how excited Ovi is. He is thrilled. Joe, and I'm not going to lie, I used to call them the Stan Fischler logo. Yeah. By the way, and I had a chance. I worked when I was with the Islanders. Stan was obviously there. He loved that. He loved it. He loved that he looked so similar to the Fischler goalie. Yeah, you have an interesting life. Do I? My wife begs to differ. My wife is looking at me right now going, you know the garbage needs to go out. Joel, my wife got me a spill-proof cup for my beer. I think it's my daughter's sippy cup with a 5-finger death punch sticker on it. There you go, Joel. That might be line of the night right there. Great top. Look into using a sippy cup for your beer. We can't have you spill in beer again. Not beer. It's too sacred. 3-3, 9:30 left.
For Riley Smith. Here's Smith moving on and a shot.
Ooh.
Into traffic there by Holtby.
That was a nice little snipe there from Smith.
But he continues to battle. And then along for William Karlsson, but cut off by John Karlsson. No
Get the kids to do what? Take out the garbage? My son's 3. You know the mess we'd have to clean up if we gave him the garbage bag? Yeah, nightmare. Rob Hayran, remember me? I'm the hated Blue Jackets fan.
The body check while making a play. Along now is Kuznetsov.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Kuznetsov put the puck right in front of the net. Oh my God. If you're the Vegas Golden Knights, you cannot let Capitals stand alone in front of the net like that. Jesus.
Vegas must win to keep this going. If the Capitals win, they get the Stanley Cup for the first time in their history. Scaled off the shelf, it bounces over to Wilson. Jabbed along behind, it's off Nosek. Chopped along by Englund, taken back up by Carrier, run off by Ovechkin. And offside is called.
Crazy Steve has joined us. I'm happy that I'm not the only crazy person in the room anymore. Oh, that was Verona. Look at this.
Off the skate, off the shin pad.
Look at this. Oh my God. There's three Vegas Golden Knights in between the puck carrier and the net, and Verona's behind all three of them by himself, and he gets the puck in front. I mean, you cannot do that with 8 minutes left in an elimination game in the Stanley Cup final. You cannot allow that to happen. That is a catastrophic error on the part of Vegas. They're lucky that didn't come back to bite them in the ass. Fleury has done everything to keep them in the game. He's given them a chance to win. Eric is okay with Vegas letting guys stand in front of the net. Caps look like the hungrier of the two teams. I agree. They can taste it. Think about it. They're 8 minutes away from putting the Stanley Cup up over their head. They are definitely more hungry.
150th running of the Belmont Stakes. The race for the Triple Crown Saturday at 4 Eastern on NBC, and the morning line odds justify it 4 to 5. If you bet 5, you win 4. Not bad, and I like that 1-4 there, Doc. We'll see what happens in less than 2 days if history will be made in Elmont, New York.
This one skipped on back now to Carlson. Under 8 minutes to go. Pass is picked up and carried up by Kempney.
Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up on this video, guys. Make sure you guys are subscribed.
Take that, and he gave it up there, and it's fed back off for Connolly. Save, rebound, score! It's Eller. It's 4-3 Capitals.
I will be amazed if Vegas comes back from this. I will be amazed if the Golden Knights come back from this.
Grabs in our nation's capital, and rightfully so.
Wow.
Brett Connolly finds himself wide open in the slot. The shot, second chance opportunity.
Just leaked through Fleury.
Wide open net.
He's going to want that back.
Inside position.
Not his fault, though. Not his fault.
And the Capitals with a 1-goal lead here in Game 5.
Holy cow.
The man that stepped up unbelievably for Washington this play.
How far away are we? How much time away are we from the quintessential, typical shining of the Stanley Cup backstage shot? 3 minutes. Put it on the clock. 10:49. If there's a next stoppage, they show that cup backstage. Next stoppage. Oh, it's there. Cup is with the guy that needs the haircut. Cup is in the house. Mandatory games 4, 5, 6, and 7. Already on the schedule. Goes to every one of those games.
Kept by Schmidt. Could not be settled down by Tatar. Flipped off of Smith-Pelly. Grabbed along by Theodore.
7 minutes left. Caps down from a 1-goal deficit to take a 1-goal lead. Let's see what Vegas can do here. Theodore throws it in on Holtby. Nice little save. 6:52.
Doc, it's been a theme, right? Those second chance opportunities. More so for Washington in this series than for Vegas. A lot of one and done for the home team here in Vegas, but for the Capitals.
Joel, Vegas just lost all their composure this last series. I think they ran out of a couple things. Maybe a little bit of steam. But I think they finally ran up against a team that is just playing their heart out. Let's be honest, the Kings didn't have it this year. you know, Nashville ran out of gas. Winnipeg, I think, couldn't handle their speed and couldn't push them over as much as the bigger guys that Winnipeg wanted to. And Fleury was lights out during that series. I just think they kind of met their match. Like I said about the Caps, they had that 100-yard stare, look of determination in their eyes. That combined with the fact that everybody was doing their job exceedingly well, no matter what that job was. From Wilson to Ovechkin to Smith-Pelly to Oshie to Holtby to Kempney, who they got for only a third-round pick. Everybody was doing their job really, really, really well. And they're doing their job better than the Vegas Golden Knights are doing their job, which is not that bad at all to begin with. So, Aaron, I hate the Capitals, but they are really playing their heart out. It's pretty incredible. Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, it is. 5:45 left. Vegas isn't giving up, though. They're trying. They're pushing.
Out of play, right near one of about 15 Elvises. 5:42 to go in the third. Lars Eller.
All right, so here's the first break. They're going to go to commercial. I think they're going to come back with a shot of the cup. Unless they're going to wait till under 5 minutes to do so. All right, so obviously we're going to be wrapping this up if the score stays the same relatively soon here. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, Hockey Talk Show. You can see some of our history on our YouTube channel on hockeytalkshow.com. Again, morning show radio host here on the island. Used to work for the New York Islanders. 5 live shows a week here. We talk about the day's news in the hockey world. And we got a lot of it coming up with the draft, free agency, Seattle, third jerseys coming back, trade rumors, everything else that we talked about, some of the storylines, Lou and the Islanders, Carolina and their new management, the Rangers, the Dallas Stars and their new coaches. How is the Vancouver rebuild going to be without the Twins there now? There are so many storylines to cover here. And that's what we're going to be doing, is doing nothing but talking about nonstop hockey on the Hockey Talk Show. So we got over 100 strong watching on YouTube right now. Make sure you guys are hitting the thumbs up on this video, but make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and hit that bell to get notifications so that when we go live, if there's a big trade before the draft, if there's a big free agent signing on July 25th, we'll be here to cover it. And get you all the information, and you get to have the reaction. That's the great part. There it is. There's the Stanley Cup shot. Told you. Back from break. Told you it was going to happen, right? We said within 3 minutes. It turned out to be 5, and that was because of the 2-minute commercial break. So, nailed that on the head. That alone, that precision accuracy should make you guys subscribe if you haven't already. So typical shows where we're not watching the game together, you guys get to call in. You can see the number and all our info there. You get to comment in on YouTube and Facebook Live. We broadcast on Facebook and YouTube, and then the show goes up in podcast form on Stitcher, iTunes, the TuneIn Radio app, and of course, Spotify. So again, make sure you guys are subscribed and you're getting the notification on Facebook or YouTube, whichever you prefer. I say subscribe on YouTube. I think that the show comes out better on YouTube. I think it sounds better, better video quality, so on and so forth. Rob, there it is. LOL. Told you, man. All those years working for the Isles in the media department, you get to learn a thing or two. 4:41 left. Caps up 4-3. Who's excited about the Caps leading right now? Get the thumbs up going on that YouTube channel, guys.
But these fans want to see their home team yet again.
Vancouver will still be the Canadian Coyotes.
This one is sent back down the ice and does become a racing against...
D-Tom, Facebook was lagging, so for me, yeah, YouTube is better. See, you do get the YouTube feed quicker. I just think YouTube does a better job at the video.
2 times so far in this series, Doc. They haven't been able to get pucks out.
Here's the thing, honestly, and I'm not just saying this. I I think you subscribe on YouTube, and you also got to like our Facebook page, because we throw some articles up on the Facebook page. We throw some memes up on the Facebook page, on Twitter as well. We're at Hockey Talk Show, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But all this information is up at hockeytalkshow.com.
Got it on back. Spiza there, leaned on, but he pulled away and dropped it back in. Howler reaching for it there. He got that skate repair and was right back out. Play back in deep.
Coming up on 4 minutes. I tell you what, play has been in the Caps zone a lot. Give Vegas credit. They're trying. Vegas is trying. Miller wants the puck. He gets it. One-timer, rebound in front. Holtby comes up big.
3:51 to go.
Woo! Holtby comes up big.
As the defense for Vegas interchanging, trying to put them.
Graham, I don't mind like funny jokes, but I do mind bad, not funny jokes.
As Alex
So
Tuck was looking for a second chance opportunity, and Braden Holtby eventually.
Holtby looks super sharp.
That's where an icing situation.
When do they move a team to the Central this offseason, or when Seattle joins? That's a good question. I would guess when Seattle joins. They'd probably want to really talk about that. But again, and we talked about this on the show, and I don't remember what episode we talked about this on. The National Hockey League is going to expand and continue expanding. Seattle's next. I think Houston after that, and then I honestly think that Quebec City has a chance after that. The league is going to be up to 34 teams relatively soon. There's just, the economics are there. When you go from charging $500 million for a franchise to charging $650 million the next time around, it's time for expansion. I think the league can easily handle 34 teams, and I think over the course of the next 6, 8, 10 years, they're going to get there. So, again, welcome into all our new viewers. 3 minutes left in the game. Caps up 4-3. Vegas is trying unsuccessfully right now to tie this up and force a game 6. Hockey Talk Show. We talk nothing but hockey here on this channel. We do live call-in and comment-in shows. So make sure you subscribe to our channel if you're watching right now and hit that bell to get notifications. Because when we start talking about free agency and trade rumors and the draft and trades, we're going to be going live at all different hours of the day. So unless you're getting notifications, you're going to be missing out. 2:43 left. If the score stays the same, who's the Conn Smythe winner for the Caps? Holtby or Ovechkin? I think you can make an argument for Oshie or Kuznetsov, too. Offside. 2:27 left. Good talk show, says Dan. Dan, you're the most intelligent person in the room right now.
Talk about a nervous time. You own the team. You need to remain calm.
Ted Leon says, to give him credit, he bought the Caps when the Caps were in trouble. He believed in this team. He put a lot of money into this team for a really long time. I'm glad to see him finally come this close to a cup. I mean, it ain't over yet, but it's nice to see him and Ovi and, oh, look at this, Braden Holtby's mom. Remember, the whole entire Caps family is there. All the players' family is there. All the front office family members are there. Everybody is there in Vegas.
To center, lobbed along and gloved down and played ahead by Theodore and walked back in by Hella, dropped off to Neal. Neal's shot is clutched to the chest.
All right, let's see. Fleury goes here.
He's been plugged in all game long. Braden Holtby, he's been outstanding. You can see he got involved handling the puck early up in the defense. His rebound control has been exceptional. And sometimes during the playoffs it hasn't been.
Holtby's been killer. All right, guys, I see we got a lot of new viewers coming in to catch the end of the game with us. That's awesome. But make sure you guys are subscribing to the Hockey Talk Show. When we come back with our regularly scheduled shows, we're going to be talking a lot of hockey. So if you're interested in hockey at all, you should be subscribed on YouTube and hit that bell to get notifications. So when we go live, you guys can get in here with the Hockey Talk. Ask some of the guys in the room how great we were during the trade deadline. Those shows, that trade deadline show was killer. It was a lot of fun. We did like 3 hours on the deadline. Had the McDonough trade live on the air here. It was a whole hell of a lot of fun. So make sure you guys are subscribing to us. Hit that subscribe button, baby.
To deal with with in any
Hit that subscribe button. We've got a timeout here from Vegas. They want to talk about it. 2:04 left. Yeah, man. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up on this vid if you guys are watching. We have triple the amount of people watching that have hit the thumbs up on this video. Empty net for Vegas. Timeout call. 2:04 left. They trail 4-3.
prevail on the faceoff. Rattled on around and out. The net is empty. This becomes an icing. 1:57 to go.
William Karlsson sitting on the bench with 43 goals this year.
Why is William Karlsson on the bench with 2 minutes left in the game? That's crazy. He could be injured. Good point from Pierre.
Riley Smith there. Gerard Gallant going with the other unit to start.
Again.
That's true. And Gallant could be saving them for the last minute or so.
He's cleared back down. And again, it is an icing, and now 1:49 to go.
Here they come. Off the icing. You're the center iceman here. Karlsson takes the draw. You got to tie up Backstrom. If Perron's taking it, you got to try to.
Rob, you can guest host whenever you'd like, man. You let me know. I'll set you up, bro. It can't be all Rangers talk, though. Golf Dude, good point, Golf Dude. I hope you're subscribed, man. Golf Dude just said, bravo to Vegas. Win or lose, they won our hearts. That's the God's honest truth. How much did Vegas captivate the sports world by what they did? Look at Beagle with the hustle, beating out the icing. Beagle's been a beast.
Beg your pardon, that's Perron working at it.
Beagle has been a beast.
Reaching for it there and trying to make a...
Dan, I really enjoy your show. Thanks for the kind words, man.
Still they battle again.
Make sure you guys are subscribed if you're hockey fans. We do Hockey Talk here live 5 times a week and bonus shows whenever big news breaks.
Meanwhile, this comes back across to Theodore, and then it is Colin Miller. The big scoreboard clock shows a minute, and it is frozen. So we just don't know. But at any rate, feverish activity. Miller with a shot, and the stick is broken. The net is empty. Backstrom. He's wide with
Backstrom missed the wide open net. Oh my God, Backstrom sucks. This is why I hate Backstrom.
Marchessault holding. 50 seconds. And
50 seconds left. Clock is fixed.
Directed back in now, and it's Brooks Orpik. Orpik outdueled there for a moment by Schmidt. Meanwhile, up the half board.
Oh my goodness.
Battle for it.
37 seconds. Battle on the boards.
Theodore, and the shot was wide. Eller steps to it. Clubbed it back down and wide of the net. And it becomes an icing.
Ooh, we got an icing here. Jesus. Tie goes. DC going bananas right now. Oh, man. 28 seconds left. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the Hockey Talk Show. Hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notifications. You guys don't want to miss out on our future Hockey Talk shows, the draft, the trade rumors. We're going to be talking third jerseys. Look at Ovi. Can't believe that Backstrom missed the open net. Not the last time Backstrom's going to disappoint Ovi, and not the first time he disappointed him. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Make sure you guys hit that bell notification. We got to stop and play here. They're going to try and figure out the clock. Michael, Ovi deserves this cup. Baltimore is lit too. Great job, Caps. Congratulations. I'm not Canadian, guys. I'm a radio show host here on Long Island, New York. I used to work for the New York Islanders. Ask the guys in the chat room that have been with the Hockey Talk Show since the beginning of this season. We get good hockey talk here. Good sources, good knowledgeable insight, and just fun conversation back and forth. So make sure you guys subscribe to our channel for some more hockey talk. I've been doing radio for 15 years, but this is the first year I finally decided that we're going to do a hockey talk show, and we're going to do it on the web when we can turn the channel on whenever we want, when news breaks, when big trade rumors are out there, when the draft is on, We don't have to worry about any rules, any regulations, nothing. We turn the channel on. We start talking hockey. So you guys are in cool hands. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to get notifications, baby. Dan, I am a Long Island guy. You grew up in Port Jeff? My man. Port Jeff, that's what I'm talking about. For those of you guys watching on Facebook, again, the feed's a little bit behind on Facebook. If you want, hop over to our YouTube channel. You can get links at hockeytalkshow.com. That's hockeytalkshow.com. 28 seconds left. Caps 28 seconds away from lifting up Lord Stanley's Cup. Battle in the corner. Neal behind the net to the opposite corner. Marchessault throws across ice. Top of the circle. Over to Marchessault in the slot. Pass no good. 8 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Icing with 0.6 left.
What? To make sure that that is accurate.
Caps are going to walk away with this win. Huge night for the Caps fans, guys. Hit the thumbs up on the video if you're liking the Caps with the win. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that bell to get notifications for when we go live on our next show. We're going to be talking about the Washington Capitals winning the Stanley Cup. We're going to be talking about the Washington Capitals parade. We're going to be talking about Barry Trotz. Is he leaving the Stanley Cup champion Washington Capitals? Is Barry Trotz going to the New York Islanders to join Lou Lamoriello? The Washington Capitals are Stanley Cup champions. Look at Alexander Ovechkin.
Shout onto the ice to congratulate Braden Holtby. The Washington Capitals, for the first time in their 44-year history, are the Stanley Cup champions.
This is great, man. This is what it's all about. So great.
As they celebrate on the ice, Eddie Olczyk had said earlier in his survey of red in the seats here tonight, the percentage you saw of Capitals fans who gained entry into the arena was about what?
I thought it was about 37%, Doc. Just absolutely incredible.
What a celebration for Alexander Ovechkin. His coach, Barry Trotz, told us before the game he had had a conversation with him just a couple of days after Alexander's wedding about what to expect this year. He said, a lot of people are doubting you. You're going to have to reinvest in yourself and become the athlete you were.
What do you think, guys? Who wins the Conn Smythe here? Holtby? Ovi? I think you got to give it to Ovi.
It's not going to be cups or awards.
I think you got to give it to Ovi.
You are by how you play the game, but how you inspire other people. You will have a great legacy. You're going into the Hall of Fame, so just enjoy playing and enjoy being the athlete that you are. He came back.
Congratulations to Barry Trotz, too, on finally capturing that cup. Good for him. TJ Oshie. Been a long jersey for a lot of these guys. Long journey for a lot of these guys.
What a start to the year for
Listen to that crowd chanting "Go Knights, go!" How great is Vegas? How friggin' great is Vegas?
Numerous times in these playoffs, he was a man ready to go.
Daniel says, "Got to give it to Ovi, but Holtby is worthy."
And everybody on the bench and in that locker room, according to Barry Trotz, said, okay. Everybody took notice of the captain.
Waiting patiently are the guys who became the story of the NHL season. They are waiting patiently for the handshake line, and now it starts to form. TJ Oshie motions his teammates to get there. He and John Carlson lead the line ahead.
One hell of a season for the Vegas Golden Knights. Come on, we were just talking about it. They captivated the sports world. Brought a lot of attention to the game this year. Just phenomenal what they've done. Phenomenal. As I said though, back in the Columbus series, the Caps just had this determination to them this year. And when they beat the Pittsburgh Penguins, that got turned up to 11, man. That got turned up to 11. Ovi will be remembered as the guy that brought the Caps their first Stanley Cup. Well said, AD. Well said, my friend. Very, very well said. Very true. He literally went from the guy that couldn't win a cup to the guy that brought the Caps their first Stanley Cup.
His ex-teammate.
So true.
And here are the two goaltenders.
Fleury was great, too. Look, all these games were close except for the last one.
A tremendous moment.
Vegas should have their head so high. You're right, Joel.
And all of their fans, and some of whom recall the very first year when they won only 8 games total and 1 away from home. And this year they tied an NHL record in the playoffs, winning 10 games away from home.
Caps were a killer on the road. Very true.
First round started for the Caps.
I'm so glad you guys are sticking around and hanging with us, man. We're going to stay with you till the hockey, to the Stanley Cup presentation. Even though I have to be up in 4 hours. I got to see the Stanley Cup be awarded. It's been a great season. Again, man, we got a lot of great shows coming up for you here. Going to be talking about third jerseys being introduced back into the NHL. Going to talk about Seattle and expansion coming into the league. Going to talk about the draft up next, trade rumors, Caps parade, and of course free agency. Where does John Tavares wind up going? Where does John Carlson wind up going? Where does Barry Trotz wind up? Again, what's Lou doing with the Islanders? What's going to happen in Carolina? Lots of new coaches all around. The Rangers, Dallas. We got new front office leadership in Minnesota. Do the Penguins make some changes? Rocky Wirtz, owner for the Chicago Blackhawks, says, I'm going to make changes next season if the Blackhawks don't get off to the right start.
Winning a Stanley Cup.
Big words from Rocky Wirtz.
Doc, what an incredible year.
Plenty of great rumors and action to talk about in the near future. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button right now. Make sure you hit that bell. Get notifications for when we go live so you can get in on the hockey talk.
It's their own team. And they accepted this team and this sport with open arms, and just an incredible season. Congratulations to the Vegas Golden Knights.
Look at Vegas staying out there after the handshake.
The first bit of conversation will be with Alex Ovechkin and Pierre Maguire. We get to listen right now.
Thanks so much, Doc. You're at the top of the National Hockey League. How is the view, my friend? It's just unbelievable. Like, I don't know what to say. It's just unbelievable. I'm so happy. I'm probably the happiest guy. I'm so happy for my teammates, for our fans who are watching and back to Washington, the guys who flew here, my parents, my family, all my friends, all Ovechkin family. You know, it's like unbelievable. It's unbelievable. For 13 years, you desperately wanted this trophy. You have it now. What changed this year for you, Alex?
Beginning of the year, I said we're not going to be stuck, and you know, we win the Stanley Cup. So that's all matters. We won it, and it doesn't matter how we play, what happened before. We just win it.
Your leadership was phenomenal and really apparent, not just athletically, but what you were saying. When did you decide to become more of a vocal leader with your group?
I don't know. It just came naturally.
Well, you did it so well. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Alexander Ovechkin, you are now a Stanley Cup champion. Way to go.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Doc,
The Knights have left the ice surface here, but they did have one last chance after all the handshakes were done to salute their crowd. 51 wins in the regular season. No expansion team ever even came close to that.
Vegas has so much to be proud of.
There will be a presentation of the MVP.
They have Vegas has so much to be proud of, man. They really, really do.
The perceived finalists
they really do.
will be Kuznetsov and Ovechkin. It can go to a winner from the visiting team, but those are the likely final three. Bruce Cusick is the public address announcer here, and he will make the proper introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the ice for the presentation of the Conn Smythe Trophy to the most valuable player of the 2018 Stanley Cup playoffs.
First of all, once again, you proved this is an NHL city. So thank you. Thank you, Golden Knights, and thank you, Las Vegas, for the best first year any team has ever had.
Hey, Bettman found a way to get cheered by the crowd a little bit.
The Conn Smythe Trophy as the most valuable player in the playoffs, the leading goal scorer in the playoffs, and the captain of the Washington Capitals, Alex Ovechkin.
So Ovechkin gets the Conn Smythe. He deserves it, man. Did a hell of a job. AD, I'm so glad you said that. This is what AD said. People can hate on Bettman all he wants, but he's doing a great job as commissioner. Gary Bettman has been a phenomenal commissioner. Phenomenal. Out of the last couple of presidents that the league had before they went to a commissioner, he has been the best by far. Look at how much this game has grown because of the things that he's done and the owners have done with him. Gary Bettman gets booed because the fans are stupid. Gary Bettman is phenomenal for the game. Phenomenal.
And now the presentation for the one.
Good point, Rob. Rob goes Vegas first year in the league, and they still know to boo the commissioner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Stanley Cup.
Jay Trey, I hope you're subscribed to the channel, man. Think Vegas will contend next year. I do think Vegas will contend next year. Let's see what happens. I think a lot of changes could come about. They might lose James Neal. They might lose David Perron. Let's see where they're at with Erik Karlsson. Let's see where they're at with John Tavares. They have a lot of cap space and a lot of picks and a huge opportunity to add to their team. So let's see where they are.
There could be no more dedicated and passionate owner than Ted Leonsis. Congratulations to him, to Dick Patrick, to Brian McClellan, to Barry Trotz and the coaching staff. But most of all, these great players did an amazing job clinching each of the 4 series of the playoffs on the road. An amazing accomplishment.
Cup looks great, by the way. Looks beautiful.
Capitals, you've had years of frustration, but here is the grandest celebration. You get to hoist the Stanley Cup. Alex Ovechkin, it's your honor. Come on up.
Look at Ovi. Look how happy Ovi is. Look at him screaming at the crowd. He's pumped. I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, good for Ovi, man. Listen to that crowd. Oh, it's great seeing Ovechkin lift that cup, man. That's awesome. That's really awesome.
There is an order of succession. It's
Who gets it too?
interesting to see who's next, and it's Nicholas Backstrom who has gone through this just as long as Alexander Ovechkin has.
No, Ovi's not going to the KHL. Ovi will stay with the Caps.
13 years for one, 11 for the other, and it is the repeater. The only
Brooks
one
Orpik,
of the bunch
number
who
3.
has done this before.
There you go.
It is Brooks Orpik.
Backstrom has been with him through thick and thin. Backstrom's kind of the reason why they haven't won sooner. But let's not bring up the negative stuff while they're celebrating.
The episodes in life that last so many years in memory are often measured in fleeting minutes as they happen. These next minutes are going to go very fast. But in their memory,
Rob Hoffman, can't wait until Wilson touches the cup. Yeah, but I have a feeling player safety is going to review it. He might get suspended.
After that.
There's TJ Oshie.
There's the 3-league winner. The only time it's ever happened. ECHL, American League, and NHL. And then John Carlson. We hope you've enjoyed this. And it will continue on elsewhere. You're watching the Stanley Cup Final presented by Geico, part of NBC Sports Championship season.
There's Holtby with the cup.
Eddie and Pierre, Mike Emmerich. Join us as our Stanley Cup postgame coverage continues on NBC SN.
All right, there goes Holtby, and that's it. We're going to leave our coverage right there. Your old pal Lance got to get up early in the morning and do some radio here on Long Island. So for everybody who watched and gave a thumbs up, thank you, guys. I can't encourage you enough to subscribe and get in on the Hockey Talk Show. We're going to do a whole bunch of live shows coming up. We're going to talk about the Caps and the parade. We're going to talk about the trade rumors, which are going to start immediately. We're going to talk about the draft, which is coming up next, player awards, free agency, everything. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that share button, let all your hockey friends know that Hockey Talk happens here on the Hockey Talk Show, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Hockey Talk Show, and hockeytalkshow.com. Like I said, streaming live here on the Facebook and YouTubes. And then podcast audio-wise goes up if that's your thing, when you want to listen while you're driving or working out or whatever. Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, and Spotify. Always a pleasure. Daniel, AD, Joe, Dan, Eddie V, Rob, Joel, everybody here tonight. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I don't know what you're waiting for. You obviously like hockey. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notifications, and we'll see you for the next live show. No games this weekend. We might be on tomorrow. Most likely back with you guys on Monday of next week. For my radio show here on Long Island next week, we're going to be broadcasting live from the 2018 U.S. Open, which is at Shinnecock Hills on Long Island. I was there for the media day the other day, and got to hang out with Cal Clutterbuck of the Islanders. Tony Luffman of NHL Network was there. Mike Rupp was there. Alex Tanguay was there. So we may have some content from that if some of the hockey guys come back to do the golf with us this week. So look out for that. That could be a lot of fun. Again, that's why you got to subscribe. You never know what's going to come up next here on the Hockey Talk Show. All right, guys, have a great night. Congrats to all the Caps fans out there. Congrats to the Vegas fans for giving us one hell of a run. And I will see you guys on the next shift. Have a